Ain't you?
Hey, you fucking bitches.
Alright.
This is his garage. Fuck you.
Okay. Let's just start a podcast. I was like, we're rolling.
That was really stupid. Okay. So on the new show, Big Man Opinions, the big man right here is going to talk about something, and then this guy is going to talk about the exact same thing. Things picked by me, and then they're going to argue about them.
Let's let it be known first. Me and my bro, Damien, we're both libertarians.
Hell yeah.
But there's a difference.
This dude's an authoritarian right.
There's a difference. He's a right libertarian, and I'm a left libertarian. So, we'll get this over. We gonna have some ideological differences.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
I myself are a communist.
He is a communist.
And communist.
Communist, yeah. Communist. We gotta talk in our goddamn old southern
we're
accent.
gonna talk normal.
Stop that right now.
We're gonna talk normal.
That now.
Are we talking normal right now?
You really need to stop that right now.
Alright, let's get started.
Alright, so are you guys both Rurry? Are you ready for the first?
I don't care. Get
All right.
started, boy.
First thing, what is your opinion? What is your opinion on gun control?
I love guns. Fuck it, we're talking southern. I hate the fact that people want to say, we need to get rid of guns to protect the people. What I say is, get rid of guns is an attack on the working class. We need guns to protect ourselves from priests, preachers, cops, politicians, Freemasons, and who the hell knows what else.
The military?
The military?
Hell
we
yeah.
need to all join the military and be our own militia with lots of guns and
No, we don't join the military. We just start our own militia.
We are the militia.
We are the military.
There are many militias unified under one federal government.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so that would go for handguns and rifles. So
There
all
should
guns.
be zero regulation on any guns whatsoever.
Zero regulations. Not even if you're insane. You don't care if someone's got a medical issue.
Well, insane. Let's put
Like,
so there are
Are
restrictions.
you going to be
what would you
talking over
consider
me?
to be
Yeah,
insane?
no, Fron. It's not your turn to talk.
Yeah.
I'll ask you later.
Okay, Ted Cruz. Okay, let's get started.
I'll talk to you later.
Now, let's talk about this. Mental illness could mean anything from I'm depressed to I'm gonna shoot up a school full of black people. Therefore, saying mentally ill people shouldn't be allowed to have guns is a stupid statement.
So you believe that there should be zero restrictions on anybody?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else?
Crazy people are gonna kill people anyway.
All right. Is that all? Nothing else you want to say? All right.
I
Dominic.
agree to this man.
Hey,
normal
talk
now?
about your own opinion right
I
now.
know,
Then
I
you
know.
can argue.
We're not
I know.
talking southern.
I agree with this man up until the point where he said that mentally unstable people or like people with mental illnesses shouldn't, get guns. I think that
That's discriminatory.
I think that if someone
We're allowed to speak little utterances
Yeah.
to each other.
Okay, fine.
I think that if someone is a diagnosed sociopath with a chance of or with a possibility of going out and murdering a lot of people, I think a gun would not be the best thing for them if it's something like an assault or not an assault rifle, but any sort of rifle that isn't bolt action, used for hunting.
This is the tea time symbol. The government can scarlet letter you and say you're mentally ill for any reason to keep you from owning guns if you're a dissident to their ideas at all.
I think-
that is true.
Hey,
That
okay,
is
well,
true.
Therefore,
I think he should accept it first. He should accept the little tea time you're saying. Let's let him talk. He let you talk a little bit at first.
he doesn't need to let me talk. We're supposed to be arguing.
You argue after you guys say
Yeah.
your points.
Yeah.
And then you guys scream at each other, well, you said this, well, you said that.
Sorry, we're
keep it.
I'm sorry. This is the first time.
I think
we've done-
people know this is the first episode.
We're breaking the fourth wall a lot.
That's fine. No, talking to the people isn't really that bad though. This is our first time doing this. We might. edit
They know
it.
it's probably gonna say episode 1.
We shouldn't edit it.
We do a
edit it
lot.
too
We
much.
do a lot of drunken peasants. So we're gonna be kind of a rip off of the drunken peasants.
In a way,
Because we're getting.
we're not really gonna be looking through videos or anything too.
We're gonna
much.
look at the videos on his computer, maybe some porn, laugh
mostly porn.
Because we
It's
don't
my
have no
computer.
internet right
All
now.
right,
We're out in the
we can go.
garage.
We can go back to the topic.
Okay.
So, anyways, continue what
We
you were
pretty
saying.
much spoke on the topic. I
Should we
believe.
tell them what the word?
Well, no. What else were you saying? What else are you saying?
Up to that point, I just agree with him.
We'll have a home brewing section.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So,
He's the
anything you want
host.
to say?
Gurry.
Yeah, I'm the host.
Yeah, he's the host.
He's the big
Of course
boss
I am,
man.
yep.
Big boss man.
Now, what we should do is we should ask his opinion.
What's your opinion?
Yeah, what do you feel
That's
about guns?
not part of the thing. I'm
That
not the
doesn't
host.
fucking matter. What's?
That wasn't the plan. I really wanted just him.
He's just interviewing us.
I'm just interviewing
What's the I think we came to agree.
because that's not
What,
really.
what do you agree with the thing about the government can label you as mentally ill and keep you from having shit based on that?
That's true, but the government would have to pay off doctors, and that depends on what doctor you have if they'll accept the government's payment. But then the government could take away their
The
doctorate.
government puts people on
their doctor's
no-fly
license.
lists. On no-fly lists for no reason
Yeah.
whatsoever that says they can't get a gun.
I think that that's retarded. Honestly,
That's part of the mentally ill thing. They shouldn't be allowed to do that.
not at all.
Is it all on the topic? That
And
you
then-
guys?
It's,
And then
it's kind of
The
unclosed.
only
but
time you should totally be banned from any gun whatsoever is if you've used a gun to kill someone
I would say
in
that
cold
makes
blood.
sense.
In cold blood with
But then,
no
if you kill
provocation, no reason.
if you kill someone in self-defense and you end up getting charged with
Yeah,
a murder,
then
that's
that's
not fair.
that's definitely not.
I don't
fair.
think people who are convicted violent criminals should not be allowed to own guns because they can be reformed. They could be protecting them. They could be living in a ghetto. They could be protecting themselves from people who could bring them into violence.
I mean, like if you're a suburban white,
No,
even a black person, if you're just a suburban person, normal, living in a generally normal community, no, large amounts of violence in your area, and you just go out and kill someone
I think
for
only,
no reason, that's when you shouldn't
the
have a
only
gun.
demographic that should be restricted from having guns is severely recidivistic criminals that are known by the public, by a public jury,
Like if
as being unworthy of owning a gun.
yeah, like tried by jury.
If
or,
even that.
yeah.
There should be a special thing for extremely violent people that says you can't own guns.
So you think a jury
Yeah.
should be
Maybe a
the
two-time
only
offender.
restriction?
Maybe a two-time offender.
2-time offender. So two
Many
people
time
should die.
offender.
So two
I-
people should die before
I mean, like,
you.
Two-time offender with no reason to kill the person whatsoever.
A recidivist murderer. I would say I'd say two-time offender should be.
So two people should die before you are
Not
banned
die.
from using
You-
it. Okay.
If you've shown yourself to commit violence with a gun more than once, I would say if we're gonna have
So-
a restriction like he said,
Anybody?
maybe, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. The NDA. Is that all?
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
All right. Gun
This
control.
topic's been beaten with the dead horse.
All right. That's fine. Okay. Another great one. Trainees getting surgery.
I'm gonna start with this one because I think about
Yeah,
it a
yeah.
lot.
Of course, you're always gonna think. You start with this one. Always.
Okay.
Jared first. How do you think about transgenders
Big man
getting?
first.
Yeah, of course, it's big
I
man
think
first.
there's many facets to this topic. Number one,
First, let's actually start off with.
there's a boy named Jazz Jennings. He went on puberty blockers when he was a little boy. He's about 17 now. He has a prepubescent penis because he never went through puberty because that's what they do with trannies. With the trainee male, they block you from going through male puberty so you don't develop male secondary sex characteristics. Right.
Yeah.
So this dude, his penis is so small that the surgeons can't turn it into a fake pussy.
Yeah.
And so I think it's fucked up that they're putting kids through this.
I agree.
It's fucked up that this is a mental illness. Gender dysphoria is a mental illness that makes people look into a mirror and see a body that they hate and don't belong in.
Yeah.
And to normalize gender dysphoria and say, it's just it's just like a different way to experience life. That's an insult to people who actually suffer from that mental illness.
That's true.
And so normalizing it and say, it's okay to be transgender. It's not. It's fucked up. 40% of those people will end up attempting suicide at least once in their lives.
It's not a good thing to have dysphoria, but it shouldn't be like a bad thing.
It should be treated differently than sexual reassignment, gender transitioning. It should be treated differently. It's like the ice pick lobotomy of our age.
So
It's a primitive treatment for gender dysphoria. It might work. It works for some people, but it doesn't work for all people. And we're probably going to find something better sometime in the future, some kind of other treatment.
So are you saying that we should restrict it
No.
from people?
No, everyone should be able to do it unless they're a child.
Yeah.
How old would you say?
Well, that's getting into the age of consent, age of adulthood argument. You're going to have to
Okay.
write that down.
Okay.
That's.
No, we can go on that right now.
Okay.
We can go on that right now.
Wait, don't go on to that yet. You should save that so that we can both write our opinions.
Now you talk about
Yeah,
your
what's
what the training surgery.
generally, I think, if you're of an age, which we're going to discuss.
Of course, we're super libertarians. You should do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, I think that, of course, if you're, an age where you can, decide for yourself, do things for yourself.
But for 1 minute, the problem
We'll
is
talk
that
about that later.
we're normalizing people doing that fucked up thing to you. It's okay if one person wants to gouge out their eyeballs
Yeah.
and put 1,000,000 piercings on their asshole or something and cut off their feet or whatever. But to normalize that by society is kind of immoral. It's okay to say, hey, you're allowed to smoke heroin whenever you want.
Inject
but don't
heroin.
be like, smoking heroin is cool. Everyone smoke heroin.
Right. I think that's retarded. But I think that, if you're going to do it, more power to you. Whatever. Do what you want.
Yeah.
Generally.
But we should not
You
normalize
shouldn't.
it.
You shouldn't normalize it. You shouldn't make it a normal thing in society where everyone.
It shouldn't
just a
be
moment,
the
just a moment.
mainstream
Hey.
accepted treatment for it.
Yeah.
It should not be.
I think that there can be other, better ways. Possibly.
We'll find out better.
What-
ways.
yeah, what-
Teaching someone to be more comfortable
We
in their
don't know
bodies.
yet. We don't know because we're not doctors.
Finding out a way to either teach or
Doctors don't know everything.
just a moment.
Okay.
To reinforce their comfortability in their body, would be a better thing than saying, yeah, you can just change it, especially if it's male to
can't
female.
change
If it's male to female, for one, you'll always have the male chromosomes, right? You'll always have an X and a Y chromosome. You can't change that whatsoever, ever, right? And you explain to me, Jared here, big man here, explain to me.
Let's do a tea time. Remember that statement?
Just a moment.
Let me.
He
let
doesn't.
me
He
say-
didn't
I'm-
accept.
I'm-
He didn't accept it. He
All
didn't
right,
accept
fine,
it.
whatever.
The big man here explained to me how, a male to female transgender vagina works is,
The neo-vag.
he explained to me that it's constantly bleeding. There's almost
it's
it,
an open
your body
wound.
treats it like an open
It is an
wound.
open wound. It's
It-
unnatural.
It is an open wound.
Not that
because
being
it's-
unnatural is bad, but
yeah, it's unnatural to your body. Your body rejects it. You have to, for the rest of your life, for one, you have to take estrogen pills for the rest of your life if you want to.
that has nothing to do
Stay
with the vagina.
I know, but that has
You're
nothing to do
really
with the vagina.
jumping.
But that's
You're
transgender.
really jumping, bro.
You're jumping a
Yeah.
lot here.
But and then there's
how is this even relevant to?
and then
Yeah, bro.
It's really. You're really jumping.
I
Like
thought
you're
we were
coming
just
from.
generally
say.
talking about.
How is it? Are you
transgender.
saying? Are you saying is that morally wrong that they have to stick?
No one's saying that.
No,
let me go back to what I was saying. You cannot change from one gender to the other no matter what.
Yeah,
You will
physically,
never-
your body will always be the same gender.
Your asshole is not a pussy.
Exactly.
You will never give birth. You are a man if, in the best case scenario, a tranny can take puberty blockers before puberty and become a prepubescent man, which is not a female. You're just a less masculine
Because
male.
you still have both the X and the Y
Yeah,
chromosome.
and you're still a male. You're a feminine male, a
Exactly.
feminized male. You're less masculine because you didn't hit puberty, and then you're more feminine because you're taking estrogen. All people will ever see you as is an effeminate twink. That's all you will ever be. Okay? I don't want to be mean to people, but they gotta understand the reality that gender is something that evolved over millions of years in sexually reproducing organisms.
Yeah.
Okay?
And
Gender is outward expression of sex.
Yeah.
Gender doesn't mean shit. It's just socially constructed nonsense. Sex is what matters. Gender does not exist. Sex exists.
Yeah. Gender is a social construct. In my belief,
Pretty
I
much.
believe that gender expression, I
Let me
believe,
tell you something.
is
They're
different.
giving into the idea that being masculine makes you a man and being feminine makes
Yeah,
you a woman.
that's
no
not
matter
true.
how masculine a woman is,
I feel like we've
she's
spent
still
enough
a
time
woman.
on this.
She's a tomboy.
We can go.
she is a tomboy. You are a femboy if you're an MTF, right?
Yeah.
And you're a tomboy if you're an FTM. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's all you're ever gonna be.
And
If you feel bad about it, just remember that. There's nothing wrong with being a woman who's like, I'm more like a man than a woman. It's
Yeah.
fine. You're still a woman. You're just a little bit masculine. You're extremely masculine. And that's the truth of it. You can't change your gender.
right.
And that's all I have to say about it.
Is that all on both of you?
I'd say so.
So you mentioned something about age of consent. Now, quickly before we go to the actual sexual age of consent, what do you guys think about when should they be able to start taking the pills? When should they be able to
Okay.
have the surgery?
That's part of the adulthood thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
when does
That's
one
the
person?
age at which you get the right to do whatever the fuck you want.
Okay.
I think the age of adulthood should be reduced to something more close to puberty. Right now it's 18, right? When did you hit puberty, Dominic? Like 13, 14?
12, 13, 14, that
How old were
range.
you? Like 8?
Like
And I was about 11.
He's got chest hair like a fucking
So-
gorilla.
The most slow growing person here hit puberty 5 or 6 years before the age of majority.
Yeah.
Let me explain to you something. The biggest argument for the age of adulthood being so high is your brain doesn't stop growing until you're 25. After you're 25, brain health goes downhill.
Yeah.
A person who's 13 has a brain that's almost as developed as somebody who's 25.
Yeah.
It skyrockets at puberty and then slowly goes and very slowly develops until they're about mid-20s, and then it goes downhill. So to say that, first of all, if the brain health peaks at 25, the age of adulthood should be 25. But the problem is, adulthood means you are sexually matured, which means you've hit puberty in anthropomorphic sense.
Yeah.
So, that's a wrong argument to say that adulthood should be defined as when your brain is the most peaked, because adulthood is not defined by brain development, it's defined by sexual development. You are sexually developed by the time you're 10 to 15. At the very most, I think the age of consent, the age of adulthood should be 15. I prefer something more like 14. That's the age of consent in Canada was at 14 until very recently. The age of adulthood was, I think, 18. I think the age of adulthood and the age of consent should be closer to 14.
Alright. Your turn.
Personally, I believe that adulthood in society, or the age of adulthood in society and legally, should be more around the time that you mentally mature to the point where you can hold a steady conversation. It shouldn't be varied on like in terms of fucking. I don't even know what I'm trying to say right there.
Just speak slow.
Yeah.
Just think about it and let the words blurt out.
I think that the age of adulthood should come around the time that you're, more mentally mature. Maybe
The problem
16,
is
17 when you're
you think this. You think it's in your opinion.
yeah.
But the scientific fact is
I mean more
you're
like
sexually mature. Because look, there's retards who are 35 that have less work experience than Garrett, who are virgins. Garrett is not a virgin.
but then
He's
that
had sex with his BB
that
gun
can be-
girlfriend.
that
right?
can be chalked up to mental disability.
No, it's just
You know.
you can be a dumb adult, you can be a smart kid.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't make sense to generalize all people who are under this arbitrary age as being retards when
Hey,
they're not all.
We'll have our time to argue.
We're arguing the whole
Not
time.
yet. I want to. I mean, I was quiet during while you were
Alright.
talking.
I don't want you to be quiet.
I just.
He thinks okay. He
I-
thinks
I
we
don't
should
want you to.
talk.
I don't want you to talk over me, but
We-
I want us to argue in between.
You've been kind of interrupting me and stuff.
I know.
We'll cut this out, of course.
No, we're not.
No. Okay.
So
So.
we're not cutting
I'm
shit
not
out.
worried.
Nah.
Are
let's
we
not.
actually recording? Make sure we're
Yeah,
recording.
we're recording. Look at the time at the bottom.
Oh, I didn't
You
see
do?
that.
And then you
Okay,
got
just
this
make
over
sure.
here.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. All right, I'm just making sure.
I think that just generally, it should be around the time, 17, 16,
I think it's way
Ish.
too old.
when you're more mentally mature, you're more able to think reasonably instead of rationally, and
Instead of rational.
Reasonably. Okay.
reason
Define that.
rationally instead of irrationally. That's what I meant.
The problem is.
Sorry.
You want when you're thinking more logic over feeling.
Okay, the problem is you're picking this medium age. That's totally arbitrary. It's either the beginning or the end. There can't be some middle age. You're middling around age.
Well, no, I want to ask him. Why not?
Because that you shouldn't have this middling age where so many people are different. There are people who are 18 who have the mental maturity of someone who's 13, and there's people who are 18 with the mental maturity of someone who's 30. In the generalized, stereotypical way.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense to put it right in the middle.
I mean, 16, 17, 18, 16 being, where I'd want it most to be, you know, the
I think
legal
it's good
age,
that it's lower, but
the
it
legal
should be
age
lower.
of eight, or the
Should be
legal
lower.
age of you know, adulthood should be 16, because that's around the point where most of the majority, at least from my experience, like they mentally mature to the point where they can
that's true.
think for themselves.
I don't think that's true.
At least enough.
Most people start thinking for themselves at puberty because that's
But-
when brain health skyrockets.
When I'm talking about you know, age of like adulthood, I'm rest in peace your pen. I'm talking differently from what I think the age of consent should be in terms of like sexual things. I mean, like age
You
of
think
adult.
the age of adulthood should be higher than the age of consent because the age of consent is a totally carnal thing, right?
I think that their age of consent should be based genuinely and just completely on whether or not you've hit puberty
Yes,
at that point
yeah.
and can conceive a child at
So
that
what
point.
you're saying
There's
is
a difference when you hit puberty. You can't conceive a child immediately.
You pretty much can.
Almost.
No.
Maybe a couple months in
No.
difference. I think
When
that
a
if you
male produces sperm and when a female menstruates, that's when you can have children,
yeah.
which is almost immediately after puberty. Let me say this.
Now, what do you mean when a male produces sperm? Do you mean fertile sperm or like
It's all fertile.
Or-
From the beginning, it's fertile.
when I first
Yeah.
started producing sperm? It was
little
basically
tiny
pre-cum.
bit.
It was basically pre-cum.
Yeah,
That's
when
what it was. It wasn't.
I started jerking off before I could come sperm. It was like a few months after I started that I could come sperm. It was a little tiny dribble, right? That little tiny dribble
yeah.
could get your girlfriend pregnant,
Yeah.
right?
I mean like producing sperm generally.
You don't need a lot
I-
of sperm
yeah.
to create it. You need one little cell to get in.
You started masturbating before you hit
Yeah.
puberty.
No,
No.
I hit puberty. You start producing sperm a little bit after you finish, like a few months.
Yeah.
Start.
I know.
So what?
Because that's the
what
first
you're
thing
trying
your
to
body
say.
does. Because when you were back, you know, before humans were as as advanced as they are, you know, they wouldn't live very long. They had to produce sperm as fast as they could, right? I love you, Dad.
Holy girl.
Yeah,
Let me clarify
they
what
had
you
to,
said earlier.
they had to produce sperm as fast as they could
Yeah.
in order to, you know, conceive a child as fast as they could
Yeah.
because they were probably going to die off
That's how it should be
At
because
max-
that's how we evolved.
at max in their 20s.
No, not max.
No, max maybe 30s.
People could live until they were as old as they are now if
Yeah.
they were healthy. It's just a lot of people died violent deaths.
Yeah,
back
exactly.
then.
Which is
From
why
preventable diseases
the-
too.
and yeah, especially like before.
There were cave people who lived to be 100 as long
Yeah.
as they were lucky enough to not get preventable diseases and they weren't into violent stuff. Basically women.
Yeah.
Basically grandmas.
Yeah, if they were extremely lucky, you know, mostly women, mostly females. Yeah.
And let me get back. Let's go back to what you're saying. You believe that the age of consent, as in sexual consent, should be closer to puberty, while the age of adulthood should be based around 16 when you're more mentally
Yeah.
accured.
I believe personally.
Okay, that makes sense, but I think they should be more middle to around 14 in kind of, you know.
I believe personally that you physically mature faster than you mentally mature on a general, you know.
That's true
how-
on a
how-
technicality.
I mean-
technicality.
I mean, some people are different, but I think generally the normal human matures physically very slightly, maybe a couple years faster than the normal person.
But the problem with that
matures
is that the word
mentally.
adulthood is objectively, scientifically defined as sexual maturity.
Yeah.
So saying the age of adulthood should be higher than the age of consent is scientifically incorrect.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm saying you're wrong, basically.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
I know you're
wrong.
saying that wrong. I know.
Do you
I
have
know
like a
you're saying it
response
wrong.
to that?
Not really. I'm just.
I'm not trying to dominate the podcast and be like, I'm so smart, I'm right
Yeah.
about everything.
Well, it is
But
big man.
Yeah.
It is
opinions.
big man opinions. This entire
But
podcast for this part is basically
let's be
big man
honest.
opinions.
Let's be honest. On most of the podcasts, I'm probably going to be in them.
You mean all of them?
Yeah. Unless, of course,
When
I
we
can't
have
make
Aiden
it.
sometime.
Yeah, we'll probably have
What
Aiden.
Aiden talking a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. Aiden's fucking.
Okay, let's
He
move on
won't
to
take
the
this
next thing.
serious.
All right, so you guys
Yeah, let's move on.
have You done?
We're mostly in agreement on most things, but we disagree on some things, which you're usually wrong on.
Mostly.
The viewers make the decision.
Mostly economic,
That's-
and it's me based on morals, you
You're-
based on logistics.
You're a little bit, your stuff is more irrational, mine's not rational.
When
Not to brag, I'm trying to be humble, but you know.
So are you guys done with that
We're
right there?
done.
Are you guys ready to start to the next
There's
thing?
nothing
Yeah.
else to say.
Nothing else to say on that? Okay. This topic is a little less scientific and a bit more,
Opinionated.
in a way, it's a very old debate. We've been having it for a long time. It caused the Civil War, and no, it's not slavery.
Okay, let me go into it.
Let him explain it first. Ask the question.
Elaborate what you mean.
What do you mean? What do I mean?
He's-
I haven't even said
Just
what it was
Let
yet.
him ask the question, and then
That's the
you.
question.
How do you feel? Okay, well, where do you stand on the federal rights or state rights? Little debate.
Now that's a really tough question for me because I only care about what works the best. If it's state rights, if it's federal rights, I only care what works the best. I would say a strong centralized federalized government would be better.
Okay, so you believe that if
I don't
there's
think
slavery in one state, there should be slavery in all states.
I don't think slavery should be legal in any, and I do think
Okay,
that
so-
slavery was the reason for the Civil War.
It was states' rights.
Slavery is a state's right.
I know.
Yeah.
That was the main state's right.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. What other
Legal-
states' rights were there? What other rights were there? What other rights were there?
back to the.
Oh, you just want to change the subject because I'm wrong.
Hey, just he's the.
Come on, I'm just
the host.
I'm just being real about it because
He's
he's
the host.
You're being
he
real
was
about
talking bullshit.
The
He's
weird
supposed to-
thing
No,
is-
no, whatever. You're
Okay,
sure,
so
whatever.
listen,
Slavery.
listen, guys, listen. So
No.
he's the host of the podcast. It's his channel. He's the host of the
It's-
house. We're at
it's-
his house,
Might-
and
it being my
we're
house has
using
nothing
my
to do with
computer to record, but we're using
Yeah.
his microphone.
It has
His-
nothing to do with it being my house.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying we're all hosts in a way.
We are all hosts. That's weird, democratic. We can all argue and bicker equally.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, states' rights. The main states' right that caused the Civil War was the right for a state to say, we think we should be able to own slaves.
Okay.
And the South said, we want to own fucking slaves. The South is a cultural label, not a geographic label.
I know.
The South is ex-slave states.
I know.
The slave states wanted slavery. Abe Lincoln and his Unionists said, we don't want slavery. Ergo, the Civil War happened.
Mm-hmm.
States' rights, it was slavery that was the states' right
Okay.
that sparked it. What other states' rights were there, apart from slavery, that caused the Civil
That's
War?
not it.
You
There's
can't name any?
there's something.
You can't name any?
I didn't come prepared.
May I?
You didn't come prepared.
May I bring something up?
Okay.
You mentioned Abraham Lincoln, right? From
He
what
was
I
a racist. He didn't care about blacks.
yeah, he didn't care about
He
slavery.
was a total racist.
He
Like
didn't
every
care
other
about blacks.
every other
Just a
white
moment,
per-
just a
every
moment,
eight-
just a
every
moment. Hey,
19th century white person hated blacks,
yeah,
right?
just a moment.
They
Listen-
were all racist.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln. He didn't really care about slaves. He didn't really care about black
He didn't give
people.
a fuck.
But the reason that he acted the way he did towards slavery, was more of a political move. He wanted to
Elaborate.
he wanted to make the country seem better.
I'm not elaborating.
Towards-
I'm not intellectualized on the subject. I
From-
don't know why he wanted
from-
slaves to not.
From what I've been told and what I've been shown,
From what
Abraham
you know.
Lincoln, from what I know
'Cause
personally,
I don't know that.
yeah, is that Abraham Lincoln, wanted to free the slaves as a as a political move for the country to make it seem more
Free.
more free, more accepting.
Less barbaric.
Yeah, less barbaric. He wanted to
Because,
make the
let
country
me-
seem better than
The
it
United
was.
Kingdom illegalized slavery, I think, in the 1830s. So they were
Yeah.
probably trying to one up the UK, say we're better than the UK, because that's what we've always been about, right? The United States we beat England. And we tried to one up England for centuries. We're still trying to one up fucking England.
I'd say at this point we're not just trying to one up England. We're trying to one up almost everybody else.
Everyone else.
Everyone else.
I would say if that is true, yeah, I would say that is the main reason.
Yeah.
So Abraham Lincoln wanted to say to England and all the other countries, we're not going to own slaves either. We're good people. And
Yeah.
the South said, we have an agrarian economy. We run on farming. We don't have industry. We're not industrialized. Our money comes from slave labor.
Exactly.
And so the South didn't like that Abraham Lincoln in his union that they were part of was gonna take away their main source of income. No, the South. What is the South nowadays? Poor as dirt. Because
we
got rid
labor,
of the slaves.
Yeah, we got rid of slave labor.
And then the Union destroyed everything they had in the war. They destroyed what little industry they had,
Exactly.
and they took away their free labor. That's why the Civil War happened. The North went on the South and said, we're going to take away your economy. We're going to fuck you up. We're going to take away pretty much your only source of income, which is agrarian, agriculture, which is the plants are being picked by Negroes, right?
Yeah.
They're being picked by Negroes.
By the blacks.
By the Negro race.
By the niggers.
By the niggers. And so,
Nigger by
there we
nigger,
go.
They pick the cotton.
The Civil War was caused by Big Bad Lincoln telling the South, you can't own humans anymore. Owning humans is immoral. We have to one up England and say, England doesn't, use humans for free labor like they're just like, animals. We need to stop treating blacks like animals. And the South said, fuck you.
Hey.
We want to keep our economy going.
Tea time real quick.
Tea time? Like what?
You know how I want to cut this part out here, by the way.
Why?
Because it involves part of our setup. You know how DP, they sometimes look at the camera and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Have you been doing that?
Too.
Have you?
I've been doing it.
Oh, well,
It's okay to do it.
I've been talking to the camera because it's kind of like talking to the viewers.
That's what I'm
And-
thinking, more talking to them
Right.
instead of looking at me.
And talking to
We're
the
deep
host.
tea timing. Okay, everyone. Sorry for that little edit we just did. I don't know if we're gonna have more edits the rest of the show or before this. We just did some fourth wall breaking shit. We're gonna rip off DP somewhere by talking to you guys.
Yeah, just
So
just a
leave
little
some
bit.
comments, leave some things about what you think about the argument so far. Review the stuff. Subscribe. Subscribe to the Gurry Rurry
Like
channel.
and comment.
Subscribe.
If you want to, you can check out some of his older videos. I'm in some. I don't know if he's in some. Are
He
you?
said like all of them.
I'll show my channel. It's called Jared_. I upload music. And I
You're
upload
already on it.
music
You're
of
on
Don.
mine.
Of Don.
Yeah, you should.
Anyway,
You
yeah.
should subscribe to his channel.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying you should, but if you want to, what the fuck ever. I might make a new. I've been thinking about making a YouTube channel for about 5 years where I talk about shit.
You've got Big Man
That's
Daryl,
what
which
this is for.
I think that if people watch this, they're probably going to like Big Man Daryl. Maybe.
I don't know.
Because there's some mental retardation that goes on there.
That's
Big-
what I thought this was going to be Big
The
Man Daryl.
Big Man Daryl universe is a universe.
It's completely made
We
up.
can talk about this
It's
later.
like-
We're talking. This is Big Man opinions, okay?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
Big Man
yeah.
opinion.
We really need to
We'll
get back
cut
onto
this
this.
and put this.
Yeah, so this is really stupid. Okay.
We're not cutting it. We're keeping it.
No,
No, we're gonna cut it and paste it at the end.
that's fine with me.
Let's just get on with the show.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, everyone.
Yeah, very sorry about that.
We're gonna get on
Okay.
with the show now.
Yep. So okay, back to the states' rights thing. Continue what you were saying.
I said that the states' right was slavery, and the idea of states' rights being the idea for the Civil War is mainly something that Republicans made up to be like, the South is awesome. The Civil War only happened because of states' rights, and that's why we need more states' rights. The problem is they use the states' rights as an excuse to have states that have discriminatory laws that discriminate against gays and what the fuck else? Women. They don't want them to have abortions. They want to make it so they can't have a federal. They want to make it so you cannot federally ban gay marriage or abortion. That's pretty much the reason why the states' rights argument happens.
Okay. So you believe that's you believe more in federal?
I definitely believe more in federal. I think that a confederation of centrally controlled states is better because I don't like the fact that I can go from a state where lots of drugs are legal and lots of things that I like are legal. Not saying I like drugs, but I don't like the fact that I can go from a state where I can do one thing and then I go to another state and it's like a completely different country and I can't do the same thing. I think if you want to have independent states, just be a different country. Be like the Balkans. Have your little Croatian Washington and your Serbian Wyoming, whatever. If you want states' rights, don't be in the USA.
And
Anything,
Is that it?
anything you want to say?
Okay. Well, your turn. Go.
I believe
What is
that
your opinion on states'
I
rights?
agree with him on a strong federal government, but I think that should cover things such as like drugs, which I, don't believe should be illegal.
Very opinionated.
Yeah,
ideas.
that's very opinionated. I think that the federal government should cover very opinionated things like murder. Well, that's not opinionated. Everyone believes that's wrong.
You're kind of talking like some nonsense. You're
But-
kind of talking like psychobabble or something right now.
But I think states should be able to control things that
Trying to hold back a smile, aren't you? Because I said psychobabble.
I think states should be able to control things. You
look cute right now. You look really cute for the podcast. I keep tussling your hair. I can't stop.
He's drunk a little bit at least, and he's.
Do you need a refill?
He's also
You need a refill?
soon I will.
Just chug that shit, dude.
In a minute.
I've been sipping.
In a
I
minute.
sipped like 3 cups.
I've been sipping too. Now, I
Sip
believe.
some more.
I
While you
believe.
talk.
I believe that states should be able to choose, things relevant to them, like Michigan, which is where we live. Cool place, beautiful.
We live in
sights.
West Michigan, best city on earth.
Heck yeah.
Best region on earth.
Come on, guys.
Muskegon
Come on.
Come
What
on.
is this?
We
Come
live,
on.
we live
Gang
here.
signs.
We live
Gang
here.
sign, dude.
No, we
No,
live
Detroit. Dude, Detroit sucks because it's so black.
I know.
Look, dude, this is where we live, right?
We live like
We're like in the
We
north.
know, we
We're
live
in
here, we live
northwest
here.
Muskegon. We're right there,
this is the
dude.
way to
Yeah.
go.
That's Grand Rapids.
If you
What
want-
should we do?
If you want to come murder any of us, that
We live-
just sucks. Don't give out our address.
We live in the I live in the Sheldon Park region of Muskegon. He lives in Nims and he lives in fucking Marshfield.
Nims. I live in Nims too.
Okay, you live in Nims. So.
I live less than
That's
half
where
a
we
mile
live.
away
Come
from
kill
him.
us.
I live
Come
like
kill us, bitches.
I live like quarter a mile away from Garrett here.
We're irrelevant, so nobody wants to kill us because this is our first podcast.
Yeah, but
Anyway, this topic is
not really-
this topic is
but-
done to the dirt. We
No,
need to
I'm-
do another.
Well,
I
he
haven't
didn't even.
finished.
He hasn't even done a
Yeah.
single thing yet. He just said,
Yeah.
"I agree with you," and
Okay, I'm gonna do some drinking while you talk then.
I think that states should. Okay, so back. I've like repeated this a lot of times. I think that states should have rights relevant, or like they should have laws relevant to them. Things such as like states where their economy or where their money comes from is, generally based on like wood
It's cut right here.
or
so
lumber.
don't cut yourself.
I think that they should be able to create laws on things involving where their money comes from.
It's water, dude. It's well water.
I think that
We have
they
a well under the ground. It's
Hey,
good as fuck.
hey, I think that states should be able to make laws relevant to where their money comes from.
You don't-
Like, say a lumber state,
Yeah.
a state where most of their money comes from like lumber.
Yeah.
They should be able to make laws on where you can cut trees,
Can
where
you
you can't
cut
cut trees. They should be able to make laws on sections of their land, things such as that. Like, and they should be able to make their own national parks. Like, I don't think that
State parks.
the
Yeah.
federal government shouldn't, make the Grand Canyon a national park. I think that should be, the state's
Okay.
right.
Let me
Hey, are you done? Are you done, Dominic?
kind of
Yeah.
paraphrase that.
Okay, so
Generally,
here we go.
that
Go.
you get the general
State
idea.
laws should be mainly based on their own local economies and culture.
Yeah,
Well, federal laws should be based on rights.
yeah,
Your right
That's-
to do
that's-
shit should be federally insured in a state's culture, economy, common things that don't impede on your rights
yeah.
should be state. Yeah, I agree with that too.
So like, I was basically
I get
talking
it.
more about what the state should be able to do, and he was talking more about federalization.
Yeah.
But we have the same general deal.
I agree with what you said. I assume you agree with what I said. On
Yeah.
Federals.
Yeah.
Federally, your rights
You-
should be insured.
You
But
talk
lo-
more about you talk more
Freedoms.
about the Confederates versus the Union.
I think
Personally.
your freedoms should be defined by the nation, and your local economies, your local culture should be up to the state. You should be able to say, if you're a lumber state or whatever, have the right to do your own lumber shit.
Right.
If you're fucking West Virginia, you do a lot of mining. Obama should not be allowed to come in and fuck with your mining. Or
Right.
Trump should not be allowed to go in and fuck with your mining. But if Trump wants to say, wearing wristbands should be illegal, and
Like,
that's
Fucking
how it is,
bullshit.
dude. Trump said it, so that's how it is now. If the state wants to fuck with your freedom, if if the nation wants to fuck with their freedoms, it can. If the states want to fuck with their economy or their culture, they should be able to. I think that's about all.
Are you finished?
I'm finished.
Since you're finished, it's a little chilly in here. I have to go inside and grab my flannel.
Dude, it's summer.
I know.
That is
But I'm
true.
getting like
You
chills
are.
and shit. I also have to
Hurry up, go.
It's always on my phone.
I mean, like the back door.
I don't have a key to the back door, Chris.
Another one.
Little bitch Dominic's got his little flannel on because he can't handle the 70-degree weather, 80-degree weather.
What's up, you faggots?
This garage is literally a fucking heat.
It's a sauna.
It's a sauna.
It's a sauna.
I was getting chills.
I
because-
don't
what?
understand
That was
that,
chilly.
dude. You're not getting drunk enough. You need to get drunk so you get warm. Chug that. Chug it up. You ready?
Hey guys.
Yeah, chug
This
it.
is homebrew.
Homebrewed wine.
This great man here.
I'm the greatest brewer of all time.
Here we go.
You're not the greatest.
That
brewer,
shit smells boozy.
but it is boozy, right?
You guys really need to find someone like that you guys do
Disagree
not
with.
agree with, because you guys are like,
If you
well, here's
if you,
this.
what?
I agree with you on everything but the minor details. That's what I've heard
if,
so far.
if you ask about the like economic standpoint,
pretty
then
much.
yeah.
We're
Okay.
libertarians. We literally we agree to
that
everything
might
you
be
say.
coming up in a couple.
Yeah,
We've
do
got like 4 more topics. How do you guys think? Okay, actually, Jared, you first.
Yeah.
What do you think about the death sentence?
The death sentence, I think the death sentence should be totally illegal.
Okay, explain.
Because the death sentence, well, first of all, if you kill someone and then the state says we're going to kill you too, that's kind of hypocritical, honestly.
Can you put a little more in there?
Oh, come on. Okay, anyway.
Continue talking.
Also, it just, out of everything on earth is unknowable. You cannot truly know anything. Even with the most damning evidence, that evidence can possibly be changed. So even with all kinds of supposed evidence that someone killed someone, that could all turn out to be bullshit. There could be internal fraudstering, there could be bullshit going on. And so, the death penalty shouldn't exist because A, it's hypocritical to stoop to their level and become murderers too, and give the state the power to kill people. The state should not have the power to kill people under any circumstances, because if the state puts you in prison, there's a possibility you're gonna get out. If they kill you, you're fucking dead for eternity.
Also, it costs to the state a lot more to kill someone even than to put them in prison for their life,
No, we're
For
gonna
the whole
go into
life.
digression
for
here.
the rest of their life.
I think prison should be abolished.
That's for a later topic.
Yeah, that's a
That's later. That is a later topic.
It's tangentially related to this one, so we're
Okay, fine. We'll do it next then.
doing it right now. We're gonna get it back into the death penalty because that's kind of like a really short topic.
Okay, that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So prison, it costs more money to keep people in prison than to kill them, right?
No, to kill them, it costs more money than to keep them in prison.
It costs massive amounts of money to keep people in prison because
Yeah.
of how privatized it is and because of how inefficient we have things, you know. So, because it's fucked up, you're keeping people in a cage against their will like an animal. Now, I'm not gonna say like animals are worse than humans, but like, come on, dude. So like, yeah, prison should be abolished because I think 2/3 of people in prison should not be in prison because they're not violent criminals. They're drug offenders. They're people who beat their wives. Prison and jail. Most people in prison and jail should not be in prison or jail. Podcasts are
Yeah,
stupid.
people like things like this. Her name is Her name is Mudkip, and
She's so sweet and cute.
she's sweet, but when you walk in the door, she'll jump all over you. Even
We
if
never taught her not to do that.
I've legit like stayed at his house for like what 3 weeks was the longest, wasn't it?
Like a week.
Almost. No,
A
I
week,
think
pretty much.
the longest was at least 2 weeks.
2
At
fucking
least.
weeks.
It was
I've
like
stayed at his house for like 2
he's
weeks.
exaggerating.
For
It was like a week
maybe
and
a
half.
night off. It was like a week and then a night off and then
Yeah.
another week.
That's
Okay,
pretty
so
much what it would be.
it's pretty much 2 weeks.
He
Basically.
lived at my. Let's talk about your housing situation because what happened was he didn't like his mom. His mom basically kicked him out. He's living at my house.
Yeah.
Before he was in like a interwar stage between World War I and World War II, where he went from living at his mom's house to living at his dad's house.
Yeah.
And he was living at my house for like a month.
No, it was like maybe 2,
3
3
weeks.
Yeah, 2, 3 weeks. 2, 3 weeks, and I stayed at his house, and it was fun, but we fought a lot. We got into like a lot
Yeah.
of physical
We
fights.
got in a lot of physical fights. I threw a box at him. We fought. He would be like, and I would get up to him like, we would start like fight punching each other, and I would like push him down, and he'd be like, and he'd go sit down again.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't even that long ago. It was like maybe a month and a
It was
half.
like a month
maybe-
ago.
a month and a half ago, right?
We would get into fights for stupid ass reasons.
Really stupid.
I would do
things.
something really trivial like he rubbed lotion on me, and then I rubbed it back on him. And he got up. We started fucking with each other.
Yeah.
I pushed him down to the ground. He got up. He's like, and I was like, get out of my house.
The thing
he
is-
didn't get out of my house because I didn't
I
really
think
want him
this
out
is,
because I like him.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, like, right? He never actually like. We never hit each other hard. Like, we never even hit each other to the.
There was this one
above
remember
the neck. Even.
That night we were like punching each other because we were drunk.
Yeah, we were really drunk and we were bored, so we started hitting each other for like
We did it for
20
like 2
minutes.
hours.
Yeah, maybe even 2 hours. And the next day
We were so bruised.
The next day we were like black and bruised all over our arms and our legs.
Yeah,
It
we
was-
beat the shit out of each other
we-
for like an hour.
It was
Like, just for
amazing.
fun because we were fucking bored.
The next day we were like, oh my god. For like the next week.
I had bruises like a week later, and I was like, how the fuck did I get? Oh yeah, me and him were beating the shit out of each other.
And one time, or fucking, what is it? But yeah, while I was staying at his place, I was in between my mom's and my dad's, right?
This is fine.
Yeah.
This isn't really big man opinions though. You're going from
That-
like
that's
The
the
whole
politics.
podcast
that's
is
fine.
not big man
Yeah.
opinions. It's banter, dude.
Yeah,
You're
and
such
then, like,
a stupid bitch.
Anyway, one time I was.
Look at this chest hair. He's like 16 years old. Look at that shit.
I was Jared. Listen, I was in between my mom's and my dad's, right? And I had been staying at his house for like 2
I'm
weeks.
drunk, so you're gonna get fondled.
Yeah, I was staying at his house for like 2 weeks, right? Because I got into a big argument with my mom because she took and she fucking beat
His
the
mom's
fuck.
a bitch.
She basically beat the fuck out of my cat, right? And that pissed me off to no end, right? And then fucking. What
I saw
else?
your mom earlier today by
Yeah.
DG. I
Yeah,
saw your mom.
because she works literally kitty corner to where you.
She works right next to my
Yeah.
house. I see her
Yeah.
sometimes.
But like, and then she also was like,
Drink.
what was just a moment? What was I yelling about? Or what were
She beat your cat.
She beat my cat, and then there was another thing I told you about, wasn't it?
She fucked with your room. She packed all your magic cards.
Yeah,
up,
she
put 'em in
packed
the sun.
everything. She packed everything, like no, not
And
in the
put 'em-
sun, but it was like raining at this time, right? And she put, and it was really humid. She put my magic cards, my books, everything you don't want out in like a humid shed, out in our humid shed, in a fucking plastic bag.
Yeah, dude.
What the fuck? Who
I
does
mean,
that? Right?
I don't know the relationship with him and his mom, but it seems like she's quite a bitch
Yeah.
about it.
So I legit I left after an
Turn it
argument.
off.
Yeah, turn that
I will.
off. I left the house after an argument and legit walked the 5 mile walk, 6
You walked
mile walk.
5 miles to my house.
Yeah, I walked
4
5
times.
miles, roughly 5 miles to his
About
house, right? Because I was pissed, and I stayed there for 2 weeks,
Mhm.
and then I've come to find out the first week my mom took all my shit, everything, and moved it. Well, not everything. She took my bed, my dresser, my gaming shit that was still in my room, all to my dad's, and everything else was left in that hot, humid shed. Now it's all at my house, finally, right?
Really? It is?
It's finally
Good.
there, everything, right? And then my dad was messaging me like, come home, right? Come to my house, and I was like, I want to stay at Jared's for a bit. I'm really just kind of pissed, and I want to stay with a friend, right? And so I ended up coming after about 2 weeks, and it was
so
just
forlorn.
yeah.
What? He looks all forlorn. I think he wants to get back on topic.
Yeah, let's get.
I
back
mean,
on-
yeah, okay.
I
back
guess
to the
let's get
next
back.
Okay,
on
so we
topic.
were
Don't cut
saying-
this out.
I don't even remember.
Don't cut
that.
anything out.
I don't
Actually,
I do. You were
I'm telling him not to cut anything else except for the like really stupid parts.
really stupid parts, and we're gonna censor a little bit.
Yeah, the niggers need to be censored with somebody.
Yeah, that's good. We're
So-
doing that. We're doing that.
Let's go back.
Okay. So like I was
Let's
saying.
go forward. I mean.
Yeah, let's go forward. Let's not go back.
Okay.
So you were talking about prisons. They should be completely abolished.
Yeah.
What's the okay? You say 2/3
We should
of people. 2/3 of people.
Yeah.
Are not violent murderers, like drug users or whatever, and that's stupid that they should be in. Is that what you're saying? Or whatever.
Drug users, drug dealers to a certain extent, people who are in there for stupid shit like getting into a lot of sex crimes, a lot people getting into bad fights. Yeah, I think we should have county jails. I think we should have jails that are a lot more that cater to people's needs a lot more, like they have in countries like Norway, where you basically live in an apartment, but you have zero freedom whatsoever.
Well, wait, so
Yeah, wait.
First
is that,
should have
is that
hu-
your alternative?
first
Is that
of
the
all,
alternative?
I'd
My
like to know
alternative is
where do you get
basically-
your sources for such statistics like 2/3 of people are
It's
not.
just look at the holy fucking shit. Look at the statistics of people who are in prison. A lot. I
Yeah,
think
but where-
half of them should not.
But where do you
non-violent.
get these statistics? Like what websites, what articles? where?
Department of Justice. I don't know. You can look them up.
We can do that later.
Yeah, I know that
You're
the
trying to
things-
be like, give me your statistics, or we're
No,
just
no,
talking
no, 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 no.
bullshit.
No, I'm just asking like where you get them. Like I know that
This
I
is
get
mostly
them.
opinions.
I get them generally my statistics from talking to these two nerds, right? And then also my girlfriend,
You can just look at what do you mean your girlfriend?
Mackenzie.
What did
Whatever.
she
We
say?
don't need to talk.
Okay.
She told me about the Abraham Lincoln thing. Yeah.
Let's get back to what we were talking about. So I think that we should basically have. So the hard thing about prison is the lack of freedom, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
People who commit these terrible crimes, should have their freedom taken away for a much shorter time, I believe. And they should not be having their rights taken away. They should not be financially exploited because I have experience with this because I got into a fight with my dad
Yeah.
and I ended up owing $600 to the county.
That
For
you're
something
you're
totally-
still paying.
No,
for
I
it.
already paid it off. I'm off probation. I paid everything off.
I mean, no, you're still paying your mom for it though.
Yeah, but because
Yeah.
she paid it for me.
Yeah.
I'm like $200 in.
And didn't you have to keep paying afterwards too, or?
No.
Or no, you were just still paying that off, or your mom was still paying that off.
It's
for-
paid off now.
Yeah.
I'm off probation. It's completely paid off. But anyway, the legal system exists to get money off of people who are in there, a small amount, but the vast majority of it is coming from people who are taxpayers.
Mm-hmm.
So huge amounts of our taxes are going to pay for these delinquents in jails and prisons.
Okay. So what's the
So-
alternative?
The alternative
What do we do with the other, the
Is to
1/3 you were talking about?
is to rehabilitate people, keep them in decent places, and get rid of the for-profit private prison industry. 'Cause
No.
there are states where the majority of their prisons are private prisons, where they're
So they
private.
should all be state owned.
What about
Yes.
Okay.
what about like the people who are, multiple offenders
Yeah.
or like mass murderers? Like say
They should be put in jail.
like
In jail. And
For how long?
Yeah.
I don't know how long. That's all arbitrary.
I think that
It's
Oh,
completely arbitrary to say a person should be in jail for 20 years for murder and then to say they should be in jail for life for murder. Now, I think that to say you should go to prison for life because of something you did in the heat of the moment can be wrong.
yeah.
I'm not going to say how many years. Actually, I have thought about this. It should be determined by money. How much money would this person make? Or, let me think about this. The average, you should be able to pay something called a blood debt, which is something we had before we had prisons, we had something called a blood debt, where if you killed someone, you'd have to pay their family, or you'd get exiled to another country, or killed. I think we should have something like the Germanic system of law, pre-Christian Germanic system of law. I think that would work best.
So what if I'm planning on leaving the country anyways?
I don't know.
Well,
Just
like most people who plan on leaving the country, plan on going to another country, right?
I
Like,
think,
But you don't get the choice in what country you get. to go
killing
to.
someone should not be punished as harshly as it is what I'm saying. If I get killed in the heat of the moment by someone, I think it's unfair that they should spend the rest of their life in prison or be killed themselves.
Now,
Because
is there
that's just too.
is there a difference between if it was a heat of the moment thing or if they had planned it out for
yeah. What about
weeks,
first
months,
degree?
even years?
I don't know.
Different degrees.
I'm
like
just saying, I think the penalties for crime should be reduced by a lot because all it does is fuck up people's lives more. If someone's a murderer, I would have it better off if that person's rehabilitated to not be a murderer than to just have them have their lives fucked forever. That person would be better off
Now,
as a decent citizen than as a dead citizen or as an imprisoned citizen that's just costing us money to keep them alive in a prison.
now say what if they're rehabilitated and they do it again?
They wouldn't be rehabilitated.
Yeah, but
well,
Let's say,
but then what
somebody
if there's people with
somebody who proves
just a moment.
themselves to not have self-control and to keep doing this shit should probably be locked up in a jail for a very long time. Or
But
for
then,
life.
I think that that's what the prisons would be for because
Sure.
there's
High security jails.
not
Not prisons, but high security jails.
I think that
Prison is fucked up. People get raped in prison. People beat each other's asses in prison. There's gangs in prison. Prison is an anarcho-capitalist wasteland.
I think
it should
that-
not exist.
I think that generally, if someone rapes someone once, right, they should be taken and relocated. When they get out of the rehabilitation process, they shouldn't be put in the same place, because they might get too
I don't
comfortable, too familiar with their, same surroundings.
They're
right?
gonna keep raping.
They might be too comfortable with their same surroundings. They might do it again. But if you put them in a new place, new total surroundings, new people, they might not. There might be a chance that their rehabilitation process will work, and they become a normal part of human society.
I'm just saying, I don't really know what to say to that.
Hey, can I try one of them?
Oh, you already tried one, didn't you?
We were going
Okay,
to.
well, I guess we'll trade. I spent like $10 on cigarettes today.
Yeah.
I'm hood rich. I'm blowing my check because I'm making a lot of money now.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm basically a coddle. I'm a Care Bear. I think that people should not be punished as hard as they are. But if they show themselves to be recidivist and they keep doing shit, they should get fucked over. But first time offenders of shit. If you kill someone first time, 10 years, 15 years.
Yeah. 15 years
The
sounds
amount of-
more right.
The amount of, if you're talking about money worth or what someone is worth, it should be more based off that. I don't even know.
Do you mean 15 years in jail or 15 years hard work?
I think no work, no slave labor.
I think that 15 years in jail where you're just
This should be if you work, you should get time off your sentence if you work.
quick
I
question.
think that-
Quick question.
Just a
What's the
moment.
difference? Okay.
I think that 15 years in jail.
What's
You're
the
just-
jail
you're
and
ju-
prison?
Wait.
15 years of high security jail and prison. I actually want to know the difference after he's done talking. He's done talking.
I think that 15 years in jail, they're just sitting around thinking, right? They're just, going through the motions, whatever, for 15 years. I think 15.
5 years in jail.
I think just a moment. I think 15 years hard labor.
What is this?
What the fuck?
Okay, let me go to what I was saying. 5 years in jail.
Wait. I think
When you spend
I'm almost
5
listen.
years is a totally long
Oh my
time.
God.
You spend 5 years in jail. You're totally
You drunk
I will,
bastard.
I will never murder again. I've been in jail for fucking 5 years. I'm never doing anything like this again.
But there's
It should
people who
be
go out and they'll
should
think
be
that,
short
they'll
enough.
think that in jail, right? But they'll go back out and they'll think, hey, you know what? I'm back out after maybe a couple of years. Hey, I'm back out. Maybe I'll be fine if I do it again. And then they do it again.
If they do it again, long ass time. But
and then they get out and do it again.
Look, dude. 5 years in jail will rehabilitate. You'll be like, I'm not doing this again. I'm getting out in 5 years. It's an extremely long time, but like it's not so long that it's gonna fucking destroy my life. 25 years of jail, you're like, I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm just gonna be a fucked up person. I'm gonna be in jail for 20. I'm gonna be an old man by the time I get out. I'm gonna be a fucking. I'm gonna kill myself when I get out. I'm gonna kill my family when I get out.
You're 20, right? You get in a big fight, right? You fucking punch someone. You fucking.
They fall and crack their head on ice.
Or no, you're kicking someone's ass, right? And you go a little too far because it's the heat of the moment, right? And then, you accidentally, you're punching the fuck out of them, right?
You beat their fucking skull in and they die.
You accidentally beat their skull in. They
go to the hospital,
their skull collapses, their brain is fucked up, they die, right? They go to, the person who does that goes to prison.
And they go to prison now for such a long time that it's just totally unreasonable. They're in there so long that it's like, they're in there, they don't give a fuck. I'm going to be in jail for such a long time. I'm going to be violent in prison. Like, I don't give a fuck about life anymore. Prison should not take away your will to live.
In prison, there's fucking, groups of people. There's people who rule
It's racial gangs. It's whites versus blacks versus Mexicans versus Asians.
Shit like that. And then fucking in there, you're
subjected to violence yourself. Prison makes you more
violence. You're fucking, prison makes you less of a member of society than, if you were in society yourself.
Yeah, so jails, when I'm talking about
and
jails...
That's spoken from, me, who doesn't exactly feel like they fit in with, anyone. And him, who doesn't really fit in with any...
Well, don't be speaking for me, but...
do you feel like you fit in with normal society?
I would say, yeah.
Really?
I can see him.
I do.
Yeah, I guess when you're around other people you fit in, but
no, what I'm trying to say is, let me just say this. Jail is shit, but prison is fucking awful.
Yeah.
The way we have prison as we know it should not exist. Prison should be more like jail. You should go in a cell, go in your cell, it should be regulated. There should not be fucking gangs in prison. You should not be fucking getting into fights with people in prison.
But things like that, people get away with it because, people can be corrupted.
There needs to be a lot of oversight in these fucking prisons. Maybe
the only way that we could ever stop corruption and things like that from happening or being allowed to happen.
Extreme transparency of what's happening.
The only way we could stop the corruption though would be to make it so people aren't guarding the prisons and the jails instead of...
Technocracy is what you're talking about.
Yeah, but that's the only way we could stop the corruption. I'm not saying I'm for that, but I'm also saying that it would be better if we could either find less corruptible people, which everyone's corruptible to some degree. Everyone. It doesn't matter. Say someone were to offer you, how much could someone offer you to, murder a friend?
None.
A decently close friend. Say someone offered you, $1 trillion.
$1 trillion.
I'm drunk. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, right? Say someone offered you $1 trillion to murder Garrett or me.
I wouldn't.
Really?
Some people would.
No, in a legit situation where someone had $1 trillion.
I'm fairly against hitman stuff because you can be caught for it and you will get fucked.
That's true. Yeah.
So if someone offered me $1 million to kill Garrett,
$1 million.
That's
not enough. $1 trillion.
Imagine what you could do with $1 trillion. You could clone Garrett and make 6 of them.
Okay, dude, listen up. I gotta itch my ass.
Okay. Well, let me just say, for $1 trillion, I think personally, this is my opinion. Actually,
you would kill me for $1 trillion.
No, I would say, listen, this is $1 trillion. We're gonna fake your death and we're gonna live on Mars.
We're gonna live on Mars?
You don't think that'd be Mars?
How are we gonna live on Mars?
I got $1 trillion in fucking cares!
We haven't even sent people to Mars yet.
I got $1 trillion! Who the fuck cares?
To Mars is a rover.
Okay,
we sent a rover to Mars.
Stupid.
Okay, continue what you were saying.
Okay.
What even were we talking about
Dominic,
before?
shush down, pipe down. Now what I'm saying,
sorry guys.
What I'm saying, shit needs to be reformed back to the old days where prison didn't fucking exist.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. You got anything to say?
We should go back to the old Western times where the only guns were
6 shooters.
6 shooters and shitty rifles.
I agree with that, dude.
I watched a bunch of cowboy movies.
That is the epitome. That is
Clint
the
Eastwood.
Hey, Jared.
So
No,
fucking
we should watch.
He rapes a bitch in that
we
movie.
should watch The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. But
That's a mainstream ass bitch movie. Fuck that.
epitome of America.
Creepypasta.
I saw that on a creepypasta video.
Dude,
Someone
the
didn't know how to-
creepypasta dudes don't know how to say English
They didn't know how to
words.
say epitome, right? And fucking the epitome
They'll
of,
pronounce like
of America. Listen,
they'll
the
pronounce like
epitome of
reptile as
America.
reptile or some shit.
It's so fucking retarded. The epitome of America is fucking the Western. Like, when you look at Westerns, right? That's probably roughly about how it was. You know, maybe not the such heroic and such,
No,
you know,
what I think is that
such genuine, you know, but the epitome of America would probably be like mid 1800s.
I think the epitome of humanity was like
10,000 BC.
10,000 BC until like 580.
Garrett thinks it's Rome.
It was.
Rome was a great.
Yeah.
Rome was amazing.
Let's talk about something. Rome, the way they've been living in Rome was the same as we live now, except with more technology. Like
Yeah.
they lived just like us.
I know.
Yeah.
Except they had better. Except we have better shit.
Yeah.
Like civilization has been the same for like 10,000 years.
Well, I mean,
apart from
other,
we have cops now.
other than Rome, there was a different like it,
They had hired
it was
mercenaries
different in the world.
and politicians.
It was different. The world was different than Rome. Rome was different than the world.
When
Rome,
Rome,
really.
when Rome fell, humanity just like I would have killed myself.
Rome fell because of what?
Because of
Jesus.
immigrants.
Because of Jesus. Because of Germanic immigrants. My ancestors, nigga! Goths! Who get tay, nigga! Got Visigoths, nigga! My
The
ancestors.
camera's up there.
My ancestors from Sweden and Norway. We sacked Rome and them bitches. We're like, you Christian ass bitches. We're gonna fuck you niggas over.
Can you fix that?
Yeah, the Goths,
Sit
nigga.
down. See how good your camera is. See how good.
Yeah, one moment.
That's fine.
Fucking mic.
The mic's fun. The mic is gonna be. Listen.
No, it's actually falling.
Oh yeah,
so-
shit. It's falling.
Yeah, please don't.
Where's the little pin?
Oh, I'm sorry, bro.
It's-
That's like when Scotty and the Drunken Peasant starts throwing up and like moving shit everywhere.
Dude, how drunk are you right now?
I drank about 5 cups.
I've drunk about 3, and I think we're roughly equal. Because we're
Yeah, we're getting there, dude. I'm progressively getting stupider and stupider.
Garrett, I love you.
Dude, I love you too.
You've been my best
You're
friend.
so cute.
Garrett, you've been my best friend since I was like 10.
You've been my best friend since I was 17 and a half.
Jared, you're like all like you're like 0.5 if
Ow, cramp!
Stretch it. Stretch it.
Ow, it can't go away no matter what I do. You just gotta wait for it.
You gotta stretch it.
I did. It's fine. Alright, anyway. Let's move on to the next topic, bro. You look at my muscles. Let's show our muscles on camera.
I wonder if my brew is gonna be like any good at all.
Dude, your brew is totally. You put like a cup of sugar. You
No,
gotta put,
no. I put a lot of sugar in because I stole like 10 cups from my grandparents and I put it in a 1-gallon
You
bag.
get your alcohol from your grandparents, dude.
And I put half of it into
I make $400 a week.
I put like two
Garrett,
2/3
how much
of
do
it.
you make a week?
Listen, Jared. I put about 2/3 of the sugar I
Let me
had.
talk. This
Listen,
nigga,
hey,
this nigga
hey.
is 17 years old. He only makes $220. I'm 18. I'm making $400.
Jared,
bitch. That's
Jared,
ageism for
Jared,
you.
Reduce
the age of majority now.
Listen, Jared. I put about 2/3 altogether into the gallons, right? Into the 2 gallons of water that I had, and I put like a bunch. I put like a handful of raisins each into the gallon,
looking at me
into
like
the
that?
2 gallons, right? And I put a
Why are
bunch.
you touching me like that?
Touch your muscles.
We're really ignoring you. Okay.
I put a bunch.
You're ignoring me?
No, we're ignoring him.
Oh yeah. You're talking. Let's do
I
on
put
the
a
next
bunch of
topic.
yeast.
Let's seriously go to the next
Yeah.
topic, guys.
Yeah.
Well, quick question. I have one question with you
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
Still, what's the difference between a like 15 years in a high security jail versus I don't know 20 years in a prison?
Prisons are in a way that is made
Gang,
so
gang.
that people are with each other a lot. It's very unregulated because in jail there are no gangs in jail, dude. I've been to jail.
Mhm.
People are friends in jail. People in prison are fucking each other over. They're shanking each other. They're fucking each other in the butt during fucking prison time, shower time. Prison is different than jail. Prison should be replaced with jail. You know what I'm saying?
You know, if people are serving long terms in jail,
There shouldn't be long
listen,
terms, though.
but like
15 years.
15 years is pretty long, right?
That's short compared to what we have now.
I know, but if
People do 15 years for selling coke.
listen, 15 years in jail, right?
Yeah.
Jails will become basically prison, and
No.
there will be no one
No.
step down,
No.
right? Listen. There will be no one step down, and jails will become basically prisons. There will be
Because there will be
gangs.
less people in jail because we're not going to put fucking non-violent offenders in jail.
Yeah, I know. I think that.
So it
But
would
then
I
they're
think
all
that
violent.
I think
No!
I don't think it should
Yeah,
be.
sure. Yeah.
I
I
think-
get that.
I don't
That's
think
why
that
it
it
needs to
should
be regulated more.
Okay.
I don't think that it should be totally like, non-violent. I think it should be like, if it's a criminal offense, if there's a victim,
Oh
yeah. Right?
I've told you about victim and consent.
if there's a victim, and they didn't consent to something. Say someone broke into your house and
it's just to
stole.
pay a fine.
Yeah.
Pay a fine
no.
or serve jail time if they prefer to. No,
I think that
we're trying to get into it.
They should pay a fine, right? They should
Wait,
pay a fine.
wait. Let me talk about this, dude.
Listen. They should pay the worth of the item for the owner, and then they should pay a small fine. So the government for the government having to go through
To run
the process.
itself.
Yeah, for the government
Now let me
having to go
talk.
through a process where the
You know they're making profit, dude.
yeah they where the government
big ass profit off people
where the
in
government
jail.
but it should be a small amount of money, just a little bit, so they
Just
make a
to keep
small
it
profit.
running.
Yeah, just to keep it running and but so that
I forgot what I was gonna say because you talked over me, bro.
I think that there should be a fine, like if you break into someone's house, steal some shit, break their shit. Unless it's an heirloom.
I remember now. Wait,
A family heirloom.
wait. Let me talk. If you commit a non-violent crime, like in the Germanic days, pay a fine. If you can't pay it or you don't want to pay it, do a short jail sentence.
Right.
That shit should be based. People should be able to buy themselves out of committing a crime. Honestly, depending on how big, fucking rich you are, maybe. Let's go to that.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
you know,
if you're
blood
like,
money.
listen,
pay
if
like
you're like,
$4,000
fucking,
Pay like $1 million.
Like $1 million?
If-
No, I don't think
what-
Dad
what-
just pay the money. He's dead. Who
I-
cares?
That's what they did back in the old days.
what about those people who are like fucking
I'm a traditionalist.
those people who are fucking, what are they called? The
conservative.
that dude that like couldn't get his heart transplant and he had like the really droopy eyes
No.
and he fucking died like less than a year ago.
Well, hearts are in very short supply.
You know that dude though, like he had
No.
a shit. It's a joke. People-
George Soros?
Yeah, the Soros.
No,
the
the
Soros
Rothschild.
family.
Rothschild.
Rothschild, and those
Rothschild.
people, they could murder everyone on the planet,
No.
and they could
Okay.
fucking pay it off,
Topic.
dude.
No, dude. Change the next
Yeah,
topic.
change
The big man wants a new topic. All right.
This is going
Oh,
down.
this is a good one. This is a good one.
Okay, what is it?
Big man Daryl, what is your ideal economic system?
My ideal economic system is a nationalistic society where people are very homogenized in the sense that there is basically you work and you get benefits. You don't work, you can be homeless. So basically, we're gonna have a system. We're gonna have a system where like it's very nationalistic, and we're like we tell these fucking bosses, you're a parasite to the fucking nation. You exist to exploit our white population and our black population and our what other races are there? Hispanics,
There's Polynesians.
Polynesian population.
Asians.
Australians.
You exploit our people for profits.
Australians look like white people.
And you
to be
barely.
No, the Aboriginals.
honest. Oh yeah,
And they barely
the native
pay.
Australians.
They barely pay us shit, and so like, we should have a system where. It's capitalism, but instead of, for some of it, utilities should be nationalized. A lot of services should be, and we'll have capitalism for some things that are, instead of it being private capital, it'll be public capital, as to ensure a more.
So not privatized.
Some things should be privatized,
What
but
should
not
be privatized?
important. Important things should be nationalized,
Like,
as so that they're more stable. That's not the right word, but stable. So basically, if you're poor, your electricity should not be shut off.
Right.
That shit should be free.
That's one of the general necessities.
We should take the money that we give to fucking Obamacare and give people fucking free
Jared,
electricity.
listen, big man. Are you talking
I
about?
like your zit. It's pretty.
Are you talking about how like things that are basically necessary?
Necessary things for
For
life
like
should be
electricity,
paid for by taxes. And
electricity.
that fucking
heat.
prison shit should be done away with.
Hey,
that
listen, Jared,
L-155 Hawkeye Air Force jet that
Yeah,
costs
that-
$50 million
the
trillion
thing
to
that
make.
costs like $1 trillion to make.
That doesn't even work.
It doesn't even run.
They literally George Bush and Osama
Yeah.
bin Obama literally Osama bin Obama Obama bin Laden literally made it like, we're gonna pay you a bunch of fucking state money for your private enterprise because you
Right.
lobby us.
I think that or are you basically saying that things like
Lobbying
this-
should
this-
be
are you-
illegal.
Yeah.
Lobbying
Are you
is illegal in literally every Western
Do you-
country
do you-
except America. It's
do you
literally
think that- hey,
legalized bribing.
Jared,
Do you know what
do-
lobbying
I-
is?
I-
big man, Jared.
What?
Do you think that the general things like that are necessary for
Yeah,
like
should
food,
be
water,
No,
water?
I wouldn't say food.
At this point, electricity,
Electricity.
electricity, heat, housing should be paid for by.
Housing is a strange one. I think that there are more empty houses in the United States than there are homeless people. Homeless
Yeah.
people should be given the opportunity. Fix up this shit with our money, and you can live here. You can
Work
own this
for us.
house.
Work for us too.
Work for us. You work and you get shit. Because homeless people aren't given work because they don't have
Yeah.
phones. They don't have
And
permanent addresses.
By saying things like
homeless
that.
people should be given the opportunity. Fix up this abandoned house, and you can have it.
And in just telling you guys, I disagree what he's saying, disagree with what he's saying, but
About what?
about how things should be more socialized. But we'll get into that.
well, yeah, we will.
We'll get into that. But
Well, shouldn't he finish? Then you can talk.
I don't even know what I was talking about.
I'm giving him like if we were in a system like that, I'm giving him
Have you
my
been smoking
my-
constantly?
what?
Have you been smoking constantly?
Yeah, I don't agree with what he's saying entirely, but I think that if we're in a system like that, this is how it should be.
Do you like my smell?
You know?
You don't like it?
No,
You're gonna smell like cigarettes when you
I
go
know
home.
it gets in my face. And it's really not. I'm gonna get like.
You can
lung
take a
cancer
shower
from
when you
this.
get
You
home.
want to try it?
No, not
No,
really.
try it.
Actually,
Mine's
yeah,
much
go ahead.
better.
Yeah.
Mine's
I'll
much
throw it
better
on the
than
fucking
his.
ground.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah?
no, don't do that.
Get this out of my fucking face.
I got like a pack over here.
Alright, do it.
And if we need more, he'll do a cig run.
Nobody cares.
He'll do
I
a cig
will.
run.
I mean, yeah, I might. I mean, I got like $90 still. 80
Yeah,
bucks.
you give me like
He's a rich man. He works in a factory now.
Give me some like.
Before he worked at a pizza joint. We're not gonna name the. Should we name the pizza joint?
Happy's Pizza.
It was
It's a
Happy-
piece of
Nah.
shit.
It was Happy's
This is part of
Pizza.
the economy talk. Look,
we
dude,
went into Happy's Pizza once, and he was like yelling.
let me talk about Happy's Pizza. They got me working 6 hours a week, and then like 30 hours a week, and they don't employ you steadily at all, and they
At
pay
all.
you minimum wage.
Your hours are not steady at all.
They're not steady. They have people working there. They can't make a living. Happy's Pizza fucking sucks.
I
I'm
can
gonna
vouch
name
for
drop
him.
them. I'm gonna name drop them, dude.
I
Happy's
can
Pizza
vouch
in
for
Muskegon fucking sucks.
I can vouch for him because I used to I basically lived with him for 2 weeks, and one of those weeks he had like no hours, and the other week he had a shit ton of hours.
I
Right?
literally
And
worked 2
fucking-
days in a week.
Yeah, he made almost no money.
And then I worked 5 hours.
and
I worked 5
he-
days in a week. I
he
worked
couldn't
2 days in a week, then 5 days in a week.
He could barely feed himself, right? Because his mom, when she bought food, she would like buy food, maybe a burger or two for him, and if I was there, maybe a burger for me.
I paid
And
for
then
that.
oh yeah, he paid for that shit. She wouldn't buy for him, right?
Well, she does. When I have no money, she buys food for me because she's a good mammy.
Yeah. But like
I'm all set till next week though. I'm all paid till next
when he
week.
was working at Happy's Pizza, like
There was a bunch of food inside.
he would have to spend all his money on either like maybe $10 on it for a week on cigarettes, and then the rest of it on food because his mammy would buy food for herself instead of for him.
Are you like shit talking my mammy?
No.
Yeah, I want to text her right now.
No,
Tell her.
I'm just saying, like,
I got her right now. It's speed
No,
dial.
my mammy buys food for me when I'm broke.
yeah, but
I'm her son. I'm not gonna
but-
be broke anymore
I mean,
because
when-
I'm rich now.
when you're not broke, right? Or when you're not broke,
Yeah,
you
when
have
I'm
to buy
not
all the
broke,
food
I
for
feed
yourself.
myself. Yeah.
I mean,
That's normal.
now you make like $400 a week, right?
Before taxes.
Yeah,
It's like
before
420
taxes.
After taxes.
But
Next week's paycheck should be like $220 after taxes because I only work 3 days this week.
yeah, but I mean, like before that, like your mammy would buy food for you.
My mammy.
But yeah, but other than that, when you had money, you had to spend all your money on food. You couldn't spend it on things you wanted. You couldn't spend it on things like that.
Which I barely made shit.
Which is halfway understandable because, I mean, he's 18, but at the same time, if you're living with your parents, you know, to a certain extent, you
I
know,
don't
like
even know
for
what you're
food,
talking about.
for food, your parents should fucking cover you.
No,
Right.
though.
What?
If I have money for food, I need to buy food for
Yeah,
myself.
that's really like.
You're like talking for me like I don't respect.
I don't
my
even know what I'm
values.
saying anymore.
Yeah,
What
you
up-
really
what up-
don't.
What we're trying to say is, Happy's Pizza
Sucks.
Working in fast food
They have
fucking
good food.
sucks.
Working in fast
Their
food
food
sucks.
isn't even that good though.
Some
You know what-
food,
you know what
some,
works-
some of their food is like okay. Some people even
Sure.
live on McDonald's.
If you want to work in a fucking shop.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
You don't even work. You don't even work. Shut up.
I've been
Working
trying
at
to
a-
find.
Shut up. Shut up. I don't even.
finding a job. I've been trying to find a job for over a year, and no one will hire me. I had like 6 fucking I had like 6 fucking what is
Let me
it,
talk
interviews.
first.
I had 6 interviews,
But he's
Let me
like,
talk-
none of them hired me.
I had 6 interviews.
Oh God!
Let me remember what I was gonna say.
Can I say what you're thinking?
Yeah, sure.
You can't talk right now, okay? Me and him have actually worked at a factory, and it's some of the best work ever.
I was gonna say, okay.
Yeah, I want to
Work sets you free from the belly churning feelings of life and the materialistic bullshit. When you're at work, you're working, you're busy the whole fucking time. The hours go by like nothing. You work 9 hours and you feel like they've been here for 2 hours.
It depends on the job. That's like a shop
Yeah,
job. But
job.
if you're
Fast
working,
food
if
is
you're
what you
working fast food or like
Shut up.
counters, if you're
This is
working
what
like
you
a
do at
cash
fast
register,
food.
holy shit, that's
This is what you do at fast food.
You don't know.
Make a pizza.
my mom.
Make a pizza. Put it up. Make a pizza.
People
Put it
have
up.
told me.
You're done for like 10 minutes. You do nothing. You just fucking stand around. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna fold some boxes. Okay, I'm done folding boxes. I got nothing to fucking do. I'm standing here. I'm getting paid fucking
You're not
You
minimum
can't even
wage.
see. You can't see.
I'm getting paid minimum wage. I'm working like
Sit down.
15 hours, 20 hours a week. I can't even pay for my toys, let alone fucking life expenses. There's people
Right.
working at Happy's. This black dude, Calvin, he makes like $200 a week. I don't even know where the fuck he lives, dude. Calvin, if you can fucking, if you're fucking watching this,
If you're watching this, Calvin.
Calvin, if you're watching this, you black motherfucker. I can barely understand you because you talk so black, but I fucking love you. You're the coolest motherfucker. You're one of the coolest motherfuckers I've
Coming
worked with.
from a man who doesn't even like black people.
I
Yeah, what? You don't mind black people, do you?
I don't care. A lot of them fucking beg me, so that's why they beg for shit from me. Like, give me some money so I can buy gas so I can go to work. You ain't going to work, bitch. You're just begging for free money. Anyway, get a job at a shop. Go to Workbox. I said I did. I'm making twice as much a week as you now. You gotta fucking do Happy's Pizza. Fast food is bullshit. I don't care if you like Corey. I don't care if you... I'm fucking name dropping
Corey? Who the fuck's Corey?
Shh. I don't care if you like the job. You're cool with the people at work. That work is fucking bullshit.
Back on the topic now. Back on the
This
topic.
is
Back
kind
on
of,
the-
this is on topic.
This is the...
It
this
is.
economy.
It is.
pretty-
It is.
It is a kind of.
Anyway,
What's up,
we're
dudes?
workers.
Back on topic. We're on topic.
Let me state my point.
Yeah.
Workers don't make enough money, and business owners make too much fucking profit. That's it. They're parasites of the nation.
That's true.
We need national fucking socialism.
What was the
We
topic
need
in the first place,
communism.
anyway?
We need
I'll
anarcho-socialism.
talk to you in a moment.
We need anarcho-syndicalism. We need national syndicalism. I don't care if it's anarchist, if it's nationalist. We need
It.
socialism.
Is that all you want to speak for right now?
That's all I gotta say,
Okay, that's
bro.
all for right now.
All I gotta say is I love work. I love working. I love working good jobs. I love making lots of money. I like the unbelly feelings that I get when
wait.
I'm at work.
Hey,
It's my turn.
It's
Hey,
my
after
best favorite
Yes,
thing in
but
life
I'll
right
ask
now.
you. Is that all?
Yeah.
Okay, Dominic, what would be your ideal economic system for America?
Generally, I think that fucking like communists should be all hanged.
Really, bro?
No.
Really, bro?
No.
Really, bro?
But no, I'm
You know what?
kidding.
You know what? Hey! Oh, god damn it!
I want to
Okay,
beat
one
your
more.
booty hole.
I love you, Jared.
I want to fuck you.
I love you. Sit down.
You're my best. You and Garrett are my best friends on earth.
Sit down. Go sit
I
down.
kind of like
Go
Zach
sit.
and I
Go
kind
sit
of
in
like
your chair.
Aiden.
Go sit in your
kinda-
chair.
I like James because he's kind of retarded.
Okay.
You're like
Okay.
the evil version
So,
of James.
so what I'm saying, right? What I'm saying is that sit the fuck down.
I gotta burp.
You bitch. Sit down and
No one
burp.
touching my man
Sit
breast.
down and burp.
I want to show my
Sit-
penis on stream.
We're not even streaming.
Can you stop?
He'll-
Can you
he'll-
stop? Can you stop? Can you
Stop.
stop?
Okay, bro. Okay, bro. I want to show
Sit-
my penis.
I swear to
I'll
God.
cut
sit
my
down.
balls on
Hey,
stream.
I
bro.
swear to God.
Stop,
sit-
We're cutting this out.
This is yeah. This is cutting out.
It's just staying in, nigga. On DP, this dudes wipe their asses on stream. They're like, "Arr!" They're like, who has more poop on the towel?
Sit,
TJ had more poop on the
sit the
towel.
fuck down. Okay.
Oh, I got smoke in my eye.
So I think
I like
that, right,
lifting weights for dinner.
I don't agree with Jared generally. I think that economically, right, we should be more of a capitalist place. I know it fucks people up, but if it fucks you up so much, find a shop job instead of a fucking what the fuck is it, right?
That's what I did.
A fast food place, right? It's what he did.
You know what? Let me chime in for 1 second.
Shut the fuck up for a moment. It's my turn. Instead of what he did, or you know what he did is good. He found a job that pays him what he's generally happy with, right? But
I just like to work, dude.
right, he
I like
likes
the
the
work.
work. He likes the pay.
I
Right.
like the job I do. I
Right.
get lots of active work.
Stop for a moment, okay? And then like he didn't like his job at Happy's, right? If you don't like your job, if they don't pay enough, you know, if you don't like your job itself, right, what you're doing.
I smoked 11 of these this entire stream.
I have smoked a lot, but if
Can
you
I
don't
have
like
one
what
of yours? Give me one of mine. That's yours. that I
if
gave
if you don't like what you're doing, right, and you fucking
Yeah, dude. Let me chime in. Just it has to do with what
and
you
you
say.
don't like the pay, find a better job. Find a fucking better job, right?
This is
Well,
what I'm-
that's easier
I
said.
know
That's
it's easier
said than done.
I know it's easier said than done.
Let me
right?
chime
But
in with
let
what I
us-
was trying to
no,
say. when
No,
you're
it's
done.
my turn to fucking talk,
Okay,
right?
fine. When you're done.
And like fucking, if you're underage, that's what fast food jobs are made for, right? Fucking underage people.
Let me
They're-
talk now.
Hey, it's my turn.
Let me
man.
fucking talk. No, I'm talking over you, dude.
No,
Look.
no.
Look, people in communist countries, they make shit. They don't have shit, dude.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
why in this capitalist society, I'm making more than I would if I was in a communist society right now. So like,
Do you change from a communist to a capitalist when you're drunk?
I change what I'm fucking thinking about. Like, dude, like
It's logical, right?
what
You
I'm trying
get
to,
more when you're in a capitalist country.
what I'm trying to say is what I'm thinking about my.
you can get more. You can fucking do more when you're in a capitalist country versus a communist.
Will you stop
country.
talking over me?
Yeah, go ahead. Even though it's my fucking turn, fuck you.
What I'm trying to fucking say is I'm happy with what I have in a capitalist society right now. I would prefer a communist society, but I'm happy with what I'm doing in the capitalist society. I'm trying to say it may be better with what you have. Ow! Which it makes it's better than what you have in some shit fucking communist country that was never properly.
That feeling when you call yourself a communist? Are you one of those Marxist socialists?
I'm not
Fucking-
a Marxist. I'm a Nazi.
Are you one of those Marxist fucking?
I'm not
you
a
don't,
Marxist.
You don't call yourself a Marxist, but you're like, oh, I wish we could have gone like what Marx or Karl Marx wanted.
Karl Marx.
That kind of communist. Fucking what I used to be when I was in freshman year.
You never read. You told me you never read Marx in your life. Let me talk.
I never.
Karl Marx never had a job. He was a booger beard.
He was
He was a
though.
booger beard.
He never had a real job.
He never had a real job till he was 40. He worked as a librarian for like 2 years, and then he never had a job after that.
Oh fuck! I dropped my stick.
No, let me say what I'm saying, dude.
I dropped my steak. That's what I was.
Let me say
talking
what I'm
about.
trying to say.
Yours isn't even lit. Here.
Let me say what I'm trying to say, dude. I want national socialism, but without the genocide. But I would.
He was a Bernie Sanders supporter.
I'm still Bernie. I would prefer Bernie Sanders to any of the R&Ds. I prefer an independent. Nigga.
I personally enjoyed like Gary Johnson's like.
He's better than Donald Trump. He's better than Hillary Clinton.
I like Gary Johnson's political views, and I viewed him as like instead of like someone who studied a shit ton of things, which is kind of bad if you're gonna be a like the president. It's kind of bad that you don't know about different places. You know, or
You're
like
talking about the Aleppo shit. That's the only
things like that. But like if he's a president or if he's a presidential candidate, right, and he doesn't know about those things, means he hasn't studied very much, right? Meaning that
he's more a man of action.
He's more of like a man of domestic things, right? And that's
Can
what
I say something?
That's what I enjoy, right? But it's technically my turn, right? But he's a man of domestic action, right? And but he's not all for that foreign shit. And I liked his.
I forgot what I was gonna say because
I liked his domestic ideas. I liked his domestic ideas. He seemed libertarian, right wing.
Wait a
right?
minute.
Right
He
there.
was left wing.
He was left
That
wing.
boy was left wing.
Let me
Really?
talk what I'm trying to
Isn't
talk.
Ron Paul like libertarian?
Let me
left-wing?
talk what I'm trying to talk.
No.
Let me think.
What the fuck? I hate myself. Oh
So
yeah.
basically, I remember now.
He's more like me.
So jobs, capitalism, in a business should be a charity for the employee. You shouldn't be like,
By the way,
people work here because they want to work here. No, they work here because they have fucking bills to pay. That's why all jobs, no matter what, should be able to pay for your shit. If you're not going to make as much profit as an employer, you're not going to make as much profit because we're more important than you. There's 99% employees and 1% employers. So
Right.
like, fuck you.
Hell,
We're gonna
I mean-
get the fucking shit. We're a bunch of fucking nationalist motherfuckers.
I mean, hell, even my stepdad, fucking, he owns. By the way, product placement. If you want to get your fucking car fixed,
god.
go to Exhaust Specialties. Right?
Exhaust Specialties.
That's a good place.
small business.
It's a small business. It gives good prices, and it gets the work done most times.
All right, next topic.
But anyway, right? He gets the job done. He's a good employer. His employees, for the most part, love him, right?
Yeah, dude,
It's a
he's
small
good
business.
employer. Unlike
There's
Happy's.
one location. Oh fuck. There's
New
one
Pack.
fucking location, right? And he's a good man.
Whatever your stepdad's business is called in New Pack is much better than Happy's, is much better than McDonald's, any fast food. Fast food fucking sucks. People who own fast food
Right.
franchises are pieces of shit.
Unless of course it's a local fast food joint.
Like Two
it's-
Guys burgers and fries.
That's
yeah,
not local.
like if you're gonna do a local thing, where it's literally like, you know, it's fast food, but it's a local fast food joint, that's good. But if it's like a corporate thing
Ooh.
where they go and lobby for people and they go for fucking shit like that, fuck that. Fuck you. Fuck you, McDonald's. Fuck you, fucking Burger King.
Fuck Happy's.
Fuck Happy's Pizza. Fuck Little Caesars. You guys can all fucking eat a dick.
Okay, I think we're
A
about
penis.
done.
Sorry.
We're about done with this project. This topic. We've came to a conclusion. He likes right wing. I like left wing.
Yeah.
He's into benefiting the employers rather than the employees. I'm into benefiting the employees rather than the employers. Blah, blah, blah,
I
blah,
I think it's more if you want a better job, there's better jobs out there.
There are,
Fucking
dude.
find one.
They exist. You might not be able to find one because they're
Yeah.
in short
I mean, he sees my
supply and demand.
The
There's not a
socialist-
big supply of good jobs, so you might be stuck
But-
working a shit one.
But there are
That's
shop
why
jobs.
we need socialism.
But there are shop jobs, right? That
they
fucking,
exist. You got to get
They-
one if
they-
you're living
they-
in a capitalist
yeah,
society.
if you, but you can,
Ideally-
you can get better jobs, you know, than like a fast food restaurant or a fucking like cashier at Quickie Mart.
In a
Fucking
in a fat
Simpsons fucking shit.
In an ideal economy, even the shit jobs would be good jobs, dude. They should be a minimum. The minimum wage should be closer to $15, $20 an hour so that people can get their shit done. If you can't handle it as an employer, you should be an employer.
I
The
think
fucking state should take that shit over because
I
you're
think-
fucking incompetent. at
I
being
think
a
the
charity
more
to
productive
us.
the more productive the job, the more money you should make.
That's not
for
true.
one. Right?
That is
the,
true. That
The
is
more
true.
the more
But
nationally
worth-
productive job that you have, like if you're making fucking
Yeah.
styrofoam like you do, or
You're
if you're
saying
fucking
the
if you're
more
working-
valuable your job is, the more you should make. The problem is
Yeah.
that's not true. There are people who literally contribute nothing of tangible value. The people who like, the people who are Wall Street speculators who literally gamble on the economy and make millions of dollars. They produce nothing of tangible value.
That's retarded.
People who work higher value jobs are definitely
if
paid
you're like a
less
stock
in a lot of-
marketer where like you make money for one off of like buying and selling stocks for other people
their
for one,
profit
and
should
then
be
people who
greatly
like
taken away.
like those who make money on buying and selling stocks for other people, and those who fucking make money on buying and selling stocks themselves. That's not a real job. I mean,
How
it
is that a
should-
real job?
I mean,
Because
it
they
should-
produce nothing of tangible
Yeah,
value. They
yeah,
just
yeah.
manipulate money.
But I think that
They're gonna
also,
make money off of it.
I
They
guess
shouldn't be allowed to.
yeah, you do. You make money off.
You
it.
do,
That's what I
but
said, they do. That's what I'm
I
saying.
think shouldn't be allowed.
I
because
think
they're
that's-
producing. They're,
I think
they're
that's a
fucking
really
stealing money
fucking-
from the homeless.
Listen, I think that's a really retarded job, but you make money off of it, and it's a capitalist society, so if you want to
shouldn't
make
be
money
allowed
that
to
way,
do it.
go ahead, but it's fucking retarded. Yeah,
In
you
a
make a lot of money,
socialistic
but it's a
society, that
fucking...
shit would not
you
exist.
don't fucking work for your money, bitch!
You don't
Fuck
work
you!
for it. You
They're-
get
they're
money for
making-
nothing.
They are making risks.
But you're not fucking working... Yeah, you're taking a risk by buying something
Daddy
that might
paid
not
for
work.
everything in their life. Daddy
Yeah.
paid for all the bills, and Daddy paid for all their shit. They're making money off of Dad's money, like Donald fucking
And they're
Trump.
making money off of dad's money for one, and fucking money off of how they fucking us. But at the
They
same
make
time,
money off
no,
of
no, 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 no,
us.
no. If they own a business that's fucking, even if it's a corporate fucking business that runs fucking cross statewide, fucking, even like internationally, right?
Fuck them international Jews. Fuck them fucking
Dude,
Jewish
I
countries.
can't wait. If I get a job, right, where you and me are fucking going to what the fuck is it called?
New Pack?
Yeah, what?
New Pack Solutions, Mesquite.
No, what place are we going if I get a job and make money?
I said we were going to Bulgaria, but I don't want you to go anymore.
Why?
I don't even know if I'm going. I don't know if I'm going to get vacation time.
If you go, then I want to go. Because
going to the UK.
I don't want to go alone, and I'm sure you probably don't want to go alone.
I do want to go alone. I'm going with
Really?
like 6 other people from Macedonia.
If you go, I definitely want to go because I
If you
fucking
want to pay your own way and shit,
Yeah.
you can go.
If I pay my own way, I'll want to stick with
The
you.
problem is, I'm gonna probably have to fucking quit my job to go
Right?
because I don't know if I'm gonna be getting vacation time.
I mean, by that time, it's almost a year away, right? I'm sure you can save up enough and work up enough vacation time. Talk to your manager. Hey, I want to go to fucking Bulgaria, right?
Yeah, but I'm not employed
If
by
need be,
New Pack. I'm not
if-
employed by the factory. I'm employed
Yeah,
by work.
At that time, you might, at the max, you might have to wait 2 years, and you'll be fine. Maybe 3 years in order to
They're
get a
going
month
in
of vacation
July. I'm gonna quit my job if I don't get vacation
time.
time.
No, you should wait a couple years.
I'm not waiting.
Maybe-
They're going
maybe
in
one
July
month or
next
two.
year.
What's the point of going then if they're not going to be there?
What do you mean they're not going to be there?
They're going
He's
in
with his
July.
buddies.
Oh shit, your friends are going in July?
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm going.
Maybe you can ask them to hold off for a
No,
year.
that's
They're not going to. They're not going to.
It's
They
their
live
trip. I agreed to tag
Oh
along.
wait, it was their idea?
They're going.
That's like me saying.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
going-
wait. It was their idea, their trip?
Yeah. and then
You
I
never
said-
told me about
And I
that.
said, I'm gonna go. He's like, fuck yeah, it'd be the best thing ever if you came with.
Shit, yeah, I'm gonna find a job as soon as possible and come with you to Bulgaria and Czechoslovakia and fucking
You
all
don't-
those places.
You don't know anything about those places.
You
That's
really
why I
don't.
I know, but
You're
I'm
an
American
You'll be my
tourist.
translator.
Wouldn't I be a better?
Yeah.
I'd be much better.
You know how to say eto dom.
Yeah,
At the.
but
Say
No,
this.
don't.
Say this. Dime me people.
but the thing is,
Tiny people.
That means get me
but
beer.
listen,
You know how to say get me beer
but
now.
Jared, listen.
I'd be perfect there.
The
Say
difference-
dime me people.
Dime me pivo.
Say let me think. Prosečna srbenda.
Prosečna srbenda.
Say it. Prosečna srbenda.
Prosečna srbenda.
Prosečna srbenda. Ja sam
Prosečna
prosečna
srbenda.
srbenda, zato
But Jared,
što sam
Jared,
pušen.
Jared, the difference is.
Pijem, ja pijem svaki dan,
Jared,
ja sam
You know, if I
prosečna
Jared, listen.
srbenda.
Can you call
Listen,
that
the
person?
big difference
Okay.
is, for one, I'll be old enough, I'll be to the point where my parents, they have no say in it whatsoever, right?
Yo,
You'll be, what, 17, 16,
They
17?
won't care.
But
They
still,
already agreed on me going to the UK with him.
but fucking,
Also,
Also, the thing
it's not
is,
gonna happen, but
I'll be more willing to drink, more willing to smoke, more willing to do whatever the fuck you want, right? He won't even drink here.
who says I want another country?
Do it like
Will you? Would you drink in fucking Bulgaria?
If it was illegal.
would be.
Why does it matter if it's legal? It doesn't. If it's legal, it isn't fucking immoral.
There's no drinking age there.
Yeah.
Okay,
But fucking, if it, why won't you drink here?
because it's legal.
But does that make it immoral? It's not like anyone's gonna know. Fucking, why don't you drink with us, bro? Honestly, here.
Come on, bro.
I mean, like the thing is, if you're
We
not
have 2 more gallons in this episode.
right,
I don't wanna
if
drink
you're
that
not
stuff.
willing to drink with us,
We're getting
why would you
close.
be willing to drink with him there? If you've never,
Because it's legal.
if you've never been drunk, but
It is
why does
legal
that matter?
here.
Why does that
It's
matter?
not.
Yeah, it's illegal to drink but not to buy.
Yeah, it's
I don't know about that.
It's legal to drink but not to buy.
I'll look at
You
Yeah.
can't be drunk in public, but you can drink at home.
yeah. Honestly, no one. The cops
That's
aren't gonna
the
find out. You're not gonna
actual law.
get arrested if you're here.
That's
If
the
you-
actual law.
If you're not in public, right? If you're staying here all night, right?
I don't really care.
You said you're staying here tonight, right?
I can walk home.
Why don't you want to drink?
Yeah.
Are you guys ready to go to the next topic?
Ask the question for
Why won't you drink
I
with
don't want
us?
to drink.
Okay, fine, whatever.
And that's
Next
that's
question.
part of the reason why I would
Alright,
be a better
alright,
guest
alright.
for Bulgaria with you.
We can talk about this one.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys.
I
This
love
is like, are you okay?
I love all
Are
of
you
the people
okay,
watching
girl? Are you
this
okay?
because you
I'm
guys-
not like the other guys. I'm not like the other guys. I'm Dominic. I don't care about SEN.
I love all you guys because you guys are willing to fucking watch us in our retardation. How
You know
many
this
subs
dude
do
is
you really
shorter
sub?
than me.
Yeah, I'm shorter
This
than
guy's a
him.
manlet.
I'm like shorter than him by like an inch or 2.
He's shorter than him by like an inch or 3. I'm shorter than him by like half an inch or an inch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys want 2 more topics or just 1 more?
Yeah.
All the topics.
Alright, I got 2 more then.
Getting close to 2 hours.
Yeah, okay, we'll probably hit it then. Alright. Do you, Big Mandero, this might be kind of obvious, you've mentioned this a couple times, but do you think nationalism is a good thing for a country? And how far do you think nationalism should
I
go?
think nationalism is the greatest thing ever invented by mankind. I think that we should be a total fucking nation that's fucking stalwart in front of the affrontments to human nature. We should be like this totally unified collectivist society where we have to kick out all these fucking parasites that infest our countries and say fuck you, we're gonna have a bunch of like cool stuff like universalized healthcare, and we're gonna have like protectionism, tariffs against the internationalist Jewish bankers. Yeah, I love nationalism. I think it's the greatest thing ever. We should be a nation rather than a sovereign country. We should be like a strong force against all the other nations of mankind. You brought this in.
Yeah.
Vape nation. Oh, vape nation.
Vape Nation. Oh shit.
I can
Yeah.
tell you're more sober than I am.
Me?
You're more sober than I am.
Do you want me to drink more then?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Just chug while I talk. Anyway,
Here.
don't smoke. Just talk or just drink while I talk. Okay. Yeah, we've been chosen to reject nationalism since World War II because the boomer generation and the greater generation wants to say like nationalism's bad, we need to be a melting pot of cultures. I'm not a nationalist, I'm a patriot. And I think that's a bunch of BS, and Garrett thinks that that's awesome.
Do I?
Garrett thinks that nationalism is gross and we should have open borders and that capitalists should use illegal immigrants
Do you
for
think
cheap
that,
labor.
Garrett, let me ask you. He's claiming, do you think that? Do you actually agree with that?
When did I ever say that?
I don't know.
Hey guys, these guys can talk. I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
Take a piss.
Again?
Hurry up, god damn.
I've been
been
holding my
drinking.
piss for 2 hours. I drank more than you.
Yeah, really, you need to wait.
Be normal.
I'm gonna be right outside.
Just hurry up.
You're pissing outside?
So what?
Do it inside.
Where'd you get that idea?
I don't piss inside.
Where'd you get that idea?
I don't piss outside.
No, where'd you get the idea that I said that?
Because you've admitted to being a liberal capitalist conservative.
When did I say I was a liberal?
You are a liberal.
Didn't we always used to agree that we hate liberals?
Yeah, but are you?
I'm a monarchist.
Do you believe in free
I'm
markets?
a monarchist.
You're a feudalist?
I'm a not a feudalist.
No, monarchist is a feudalist.
No,
What is capitalism but feudalism to a greater extent? Capitalist. They use their capital.
But I'm very nationalistic. I think whatever is best for the people.
You're a collectivist now.
Am I a collectivist?
You are.
Okay.
Okay.
This isn't the show. Isn't about me.
It is. It's called the Gurry
Yeah, it's the
Rurry
Gurry
Show.
Rurry fucking show.
No,
Therefore,
it's not.
Therefore, it's slightly about you.
It's the Gurry Rurry channel. It's
Therefore,
it's
slightly
like I'm
about
the
you.
feudal, and then he's the state, and we're currently in his state right now.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
currently-
Does that make sense?
I guess.
It doesn't make sense at all.
How does it not make sense? I'm like the government. I'm like the feudal government, and you're the state, and I'm like giving you stuff.
I didn't warn you. I didn't warn you.
It's turned from fucking a political debates to fucking drunken ramblings.
Yeah, dude.
Alright, anyways, back to the topic though.
Oh yeah, dude.
Drunken ramblings,
Is my
except
man
from no, she's gone. I actually checked that. Like I was thinking about it. Like
Anyway, what's your opinion on nationalism?
opinion on nationalism.
Yeah, dude.
It's a good thing.
Drink more.
Like what?
People should
Drink more.
People should be more involved in their country than other countries, and they should be more like proud of the country they live in
Fuck yeah.
than other countries.
Alright, so you guys agree on that one?
But I feel like at the same time, you know,
I think the
I
show was over. We're getting too
people
drunk.
people should
No,
love
it's just
people should love the country they're
Why
in.
don't you just ramble for the rest of the show?
Heck yeah, and like you know, find a way to
You need
enjoy
to
the
drink-
country
You're
they're
not
in.
slurring enough.
And,
You need to-
shut the fuck up. And I think that people should love the country. That's because I'm concentrating hard. I think that people should learn to love the country they're in, and like enjoy the things that their country gives, and learn to hate other countries.
Yeah, dude.
But
Fuck
that'll
other
cause
countries.
wars.
Fuck other countries.
Yeah,
dude.
fuck
They're all
other countries.
inferior.
Fuck England. Fuck
I
Yugoslavia.
love America.
I'm never going to fucking Belgium because America's the best.
I
You.
love America so much, but I love Yugoslavia too.
I think that America's the best country in the world.
Me too. I think Yugoslavia is the second best country though.
Garrett, are you drunk?
You're an idiot.
You are an
Drink,
idiot.
drink more. Drink more.
Is this? It
Like-
doesn't even feel like this is in my mouth.
I know.
My mouth is,
Okay.
my mouth is so numb.
I know. Smoke. Light that up, and then take drinks right now. And I'll smoke. So basically, yeah, this is a drink. Take your drink in your hand.
I need some time to rest.
Really? You're not even drunk yet.
Alright, just continue what you're saying.
So what I was saying is like this is a podcast of friends who are really awesome.
Yeah.
I want
And
to
like
speak up a bit.
Fucking. Yeah, speak up a bit. Because the
this show is based off me for some reason about being big man opinions. That's kind of strange.
I feel like Garrett fucking is regretting having the first episode with us since we're drunkards.
It's his, like...
I guess this episode is pretty much done because we're pretty much too drunk to talk anymore.
Alright,
I love
I
you.
got one more question. I got
One
one
more
I love you, viewers.
When we're
Okay,
finishing
one
up.
more question, viewers.
Now this one actually may take the next 9 minutes, and we can make this 2 hours. If it doesn't take that long, we
What's
can
the
just talk.
question?
Let's be honest. It's probably gonna take at least like 10 minutes.
Let's get up to 2 hours.
What are you guys? Okay, so Big Man Daryl.
Yeah.
What is the best and the most superior flavor of ice cream?
So ice cream can take a lot of forms. I prefer my ice cream with milk. I like chocolate ice cream with milk to be like.
So you like to mix?
I like to mix.
You like to okay.
mix the chocolate ice cream and the milk to make a malt milkshake. I like vanilla ice
That's
cream. I like vanilla ice cream plain. I have some ice cream in the freezer. I kind of feel like going and.
We can get it late. We can get it after.
Yeah, we're eating right after this, so
So that's fine.
Yeah, dude. Let's get up in a group hug with all us three.
Alright, I love you. We can do it at the end too. So like, how about we wait till the end? How about we wait till the end? How about we wait till the end? We can end it on
Don't
that.
elbow me.
Alright, so that's your
like
favorite.
ice cream. I
Like, what's the best? You can't just say
The
vanilla.
best?
You can't just. You have to say like, is vanilla the best?
I'm gonna go with plain chocolate ice cream.
Plain chocolate, and that's it. Nothing else added.
There's nothing else.
Nothing else added to it. That is.
Except
you
for
guys-
milk.
Anything else you want to say about this? Anything you want to defend?
I don't like ice cream alone unless I like it with milk to make a milkshake.
What's your ideas on like sprinkles?
I like
Or chocolate
nuts.
syrup.
I like nuts.
Nuts? Do you like nuts in them?
I like nuts in my mouth. I like nuts in my ice cream too.
Yeah. Okay.
I like balls
Like
that are
chewing
like
nuts.
I like balls that are like full but kind of dangly.
Okay, Dominic. Anyways, so what is your favorite flavor of ice cream? We only pick one.
French vanilla.
Dude, that's
If you were to go to a store and buy a quart of ice cream, French vanilla for fucking sure.
We're probably doing that tonight, getting ice cream.
That's fine. I can
Fuck
get
yeah,
some tea.
fucking a quart of French vanilla is the best shit. I don't know what brand, right? But it's the best. Right?
The best ice cream is the plain chocolate ice cream from the fucking gas station or convenience store, like Walgreens.
I disagree.
So
I don't like chocolate ice cream.
You're an idiot.
But I think that if you were to like go to an ice cream shop, the best ice cream for me, my personal favorite, is fucking a twist, a fucking vanilla chocolate twist, soft serve. I love that shit. That shit's the best. I'll get it in like a giant ass cup and I'll eat it all.
That's
it's
gross,
the best,
bro.
right?
Let's eat
Fucking
the
no, it's the
chocolate.
best. Come on, man. Okay.
All right, let's ramble for 7 more
Wait,
minutes. So this is like
wait,
2 hours
wait,
and 5 minutes.
Wait, my man. Wait, friend. I love you.
Don't be
Right?
tickling my leg.
Okay, so like, but the reason I love it so much, right, is because it's got the mix of vanilla, which most people love. Most people love the chocolate ice cream too.
The chocolate ruins it.
No, I like the chocolate, right? Because vanilla ice cream it's just all the same taste, or vanilla soft serve. If you get like a large cone or a cup, it's just all the same throughout the whole thing. A little variation, right? Half chocolate, half vanilla.
Let's trade.
Makes you enjoy the vanilla more.
Trade cigarettes.
No, it makes you enjoy the vanilla more and enjoy the chocolate more, right? It makes you enjoy both halves more because for one part you're deprived of the other flavor, and for the other part you're deprived of the other flavor.
There you go.
Right? And it's a mix. It's a good mix, right? You know what I mean? And it's soft serve because soft serve, oh my god, it's just so smooth.
Soft serve is gross, bro. You
No,
want
it's
that
so
hard
smooth.
serve.
Come on
No,
now.
I like soft.
Soft serve
serve
is so
pretty good,
smooth. It's so easy. It's so lickable.
You
It
know,
melts. You can
So
lick the fucking.
lickable, dude. You're
It's
good.
the-
you guys ever just like?
Yeah, like
Yeah, oh yeah,
when
I like balls when they're kind of dangly. And, okay, never mind. No more talking about licking about homo stuff.
When-
right?
when you get when you get soft serve ice cream.
All right,
No,
yeah, I don't
no.
think.
No,
Okay, we don't
listen,
need 20 minutes.
When you get
We're gonna-
listen
we're
to
done.
me for a moment. When you get soft
We're
serve
done.
ice cream, right? You get the
We're done.
lickableness, right?
Turn
It's
it off
fucking
right now.
We're done.
Bye,
I love you
everyone.
guys. Wait.